MJF and Tony Khan are absolute fucking geniuses, man. Absolute fucking geniuses, man. We all got worked. We all got worked, man. We got worked into one of the greatest promos in the history of the business. We got worked into what will be one of the biggest angles, one of the biggest storylines of our generation. We got worked into CM Punk and MJF and a collision course in Chicago that will go down in the history books. One of the greatest AEW Dynamite shows that Tony Khan has produced. Unbelievable. MJF's fucking atomic bomb promo. Forbidden Door being set up with CM Punk and Hiroshi Tanahashi. And William Regal announcing there will indeed be a blood and guts. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to the venue. Jesse and I haven't even gotten there yet, and this 2200 live. I got mine. And it's ice cold, man. What the fuck are you guys drinking? I'll see you over there.
AEW successful? Why is Tony Khan running his promotion better than Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard are running Monday night and Friday night? Long-term booking.
Guys, thank you so very much for joining us right here on Off the Script. This is your AEW Dynamite post show for June 1st, 2022. I am your host, JD, from New York. As always, Joined by my very good friend, Jesse. Man, oh man. I'm still feeling it, bro. I'm still feeling it, man.
What a show, man.
Holy shit, bro. I mean...
What a show.
Man. Easily one of the best Dynamites that Tony Khan has produced in all 3 years that they've been with Time Warner, man. I'm not even going to waste any time. We're not going to joke around like we usually do in the beginning of the show. Man, we're going to get right into it. I want to issue an apology to MJF, and I want to issue an apology for getting riled up on Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, rather, with episode 432. I was, and many others as well, clearly the media, the fake media in the IWC got played like a fucking fiddle. We all got played like fiddles. Them even more so than plebeians like me. But, Jesse, everybody got worked. Everybody got played. Looking back at what happened, Double or Nothing weekend, Saturday in Vegas, with MJF supposedly leaving the Fan Fest and being caught, quote unquote, in the casino gambling during the Fan Fest. It looks like, looking back at it, that this was all one huge, big, elaborate work planned by Tony Khan and MJF. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't issues. I do believe, and I truly do believe in my soul, that MJF is a little disrespected. He's feeling disrespected, rightfully so. That WWE people, you know, ex-WWE superstars have come on into AEW, have made more money than him. Tony Khan is showing them preferential treatment. I'm assuming MJF feels like the aura of the company is changing from what was day one to what we see now. I do believe, Jesse, that all of MJF's gripes are legit, but we, and I said this on Twitter, bro, we right now, after tonight, not only was this one of the greatest promos that I've ever witnessed in all of my years watching pro wrestling, it mixed reality, it mixed a bunch of everything we love about pro wrestling, plus everything that MJF is truly feeling. It really makes for a great promo. What we watched tonight was one of the greatest pro wrestling promos of our generation. And what we may be looking at right now is probably the biggest storyline since CM Punk's pipe bomb in Vegas, going into Chicago, taking the WWE title away from John Cena, and leaving the company as a quote-unquote free agent. This actually may be bigger than that when Punk and Cena did it in Chicago, bro. This is something that is going to be generational. This is something that is going to go down, and people are going to remember it for a lifetime. And this right now not only solidified MJF, there's not even anybody on the top of that mountain, bro. Best heel in the business. This solidified him as the fucking man in this business, in this industry, for decades to come, man. I'm fucking still feeling it. I got chills.
Yeah, no, it's very well put, man. I don't know how much to fucking add to that. Sorry.
I'm sorry, man. Now listen, I'm watching this, man. I'm prepared.
You took all the good stuff.
I'm fucking excited, man. Listen, man, we're going to talk about what the fuck all this means, but I mean, tell me what you were feeling during this promo, man. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. When, okay, so here's the thing. I never wanted to believe this was a shoot, but I was forced into believing it because guys like Meltzer and Sapp get fucking worked.
And before you add this, Jesse, I know you and I talked about this, and I know you mentioned it on my Twitter Spaces. It looks like all of these people, Meltzer, Sapp, Alvarez, and Mike Johnson, they may have been in on it, but it looks like they weren't. It looks like Tony Khan and MJF played them, the media, as fools.
No, I do not believe for a half of a second that SRS would risk his integrity in what he does to sell a story. I mean, so they had to have sold it to the dirt sheets.
Yes.
So for that alone being said, I mean, it can't be that hard to. Again, I always go back to when this company managed to keep Brody Lee's condition 100% secret. Mm-hmm. I mean, they are the masters at controlling the internet narrative as it pertains to information getting out to the fans. So that being said, all they had to do was sell this to guys like Sapp, Meltzer, Alvarez, and then after that, it takes care of itself. Because if they start screaming it's a work, then that's what we're gonna believe. We're gonna think it's a shoot. And then they're gonna say, yeah, we think it's a shoot, we don't know. But if they're all convinced that it's a work, then they're gonna say, trust me, it's not a shoot. You know, trust me, it's not a work, it's a shoot, you know. And then, okay, well, shit, well, we're stuck believing it, man. I mean, what, a good 80% of our news sources come from these guys.
Yeah.
So, you know, eventually, and if it goes on long enough, you left with nothing to do but believe it, you know. So, like, all right, well, let's just go with it, you know, be in reality. So we all did that. But the second they advertised him to be on the show live tonight, I knew something was up. Like, I don't know what was going on here. There's something don't sound right. But the second he came out of that tunnel with a microphone, I knew it was all a work. There is no way on God's green earth, no way in hell this guy would have did what he did to AEW and then be on television by himself live with a microphone the next day.
And
there's no way.
And the one thing, Jesse, that really kind of made you and me think, all right, he's on TV. This is all a work now. And this is going to go down for the history books as one of the greatest things that we see on national television when it comes to professional wrestling. The one moment that we both took away from the pay-per-view was him being in that match with Wardlow and legitimately getting buried. He got squashed. MJF doesn't go into a pay-per-view match, in a high-profile match like that, with a storyline that's been built for 3 years, to go in there and get zero offense and get powerbombed 10 times, only then to be gurneyed out of the building and seemingly there be written off television. Yeah. So when he was announced this afternoon, he wasn't even announced by Tony Khan on Twitter. I want you guys to be very well aware. Tony Khan did not. He announced everything else on the show on Twitter. Tony Khan announced everything but MJF's segment. The All Elite Wrestling official Twitter account promoted MJF only for Dynamite tonight. And then when he came out after what we saw mixed with that, you kind of knew where all of this was going, but we didn't know what was going to be said or what the feeling and the environment was going to be like. And Jesse, going back to Saturday, I want everybody to, and listen, a lot of people say we're shills, but man, what we appreciate most is the greatness of pro wrestling and why we love this is why we love pro wrestling. Jesse, look at the elaborate fucking strategy that's had to be taken here with, what are you pointing at?
Nothing, man, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. The elaborate storyline that is being played out here. They fucked with fans' money legitimately. They fucked with fans' money legitimately, and somebody, now looking back at it, somebody legitimately bought a plane ticket, a red-eye plane ticket. Tony Khan legitimately bought a red-eye plane ticket for MJF to sell the severity of this fucking storyline. Look at what we're watching. Look at what we're seeing here. Just go back and look at everything, man. Everything is just, we were played. I'm fucking excited about it.
Well, I don't know about all of that. You know,
no, yeah, dude, that's exactly what happened.
Well, again, don't forget, man, this could very well all have been real. And they just worked out their grievances and then worked it into a work.
I get what you're saying. And I felt that way. I felt that way on Saturday, but you got to think, they can't have MJF. MJF and Tony Khan are not going to get to this point where he no-shows the pay-per-view. The only way to sell this storyline was to do the Fan Fest and no-show the Fan Fest and fuck the fans of their money. Now he's more hated than ever, and then he goes to the pay-per-view, gets squashed, shows up on Dynamite tonight, and says what he says. I just don't see how he is in this situation like you think he is, and it was real on Saturday, but now it's not. I honestly think from day one, his grievances are there, but this was all set up from day one.
Could be. Now, at this point, you know, we really don't know, you know, the ins or outs of how they went about this or when exactly it turned into a work. But it could very well have all been a complete shoot up until the disappearance and everything else. And I mean, I don't think this is what happened. I'm not sure what happened, but I don't think this is a far-fetched possibility. MJF could have signed a new deal. He could have gotten what he wanted. He could have gotten big money. He could have gotten a new deal, and then they turned this into a work.
It could be.
He could have said, you know what? Fuck FanFest, and then it could have been this whole fiasco where you're getting buried, and that's okay, you know what? This is getting crazy. We got a year and a half. Let's work this shit out. Maybe they sat down as of last night or today and worked out a new fucking deal, inked it, got the guy his money, and then turn all of this into a goddamn, into a work.
It could be. I'm not saying that you're wrong. It could be, and you're right. We don't know the ins and outs of what happened here. Yeah. Tony Khan, right at the start of the Double or Nothing scrum, said, "I'm not taking any MJF questions. I'm not answering anything about MJF and what had happened. We're going to move on with the rest of what happened tonight." And nothing was said about it. He didn't mention MJF in any way. Nothing was said about MJF the rest of the show. And even tonight, I want you guys to pay attention to this as well because I wrote it down. None of the commentary team mentioned anything about MJF and what he said after the segment was over. And Jesse, if you strategically look at what Tony Khan did on this show, he put CM Punk in the opening of the show with FTR against the Ass Boys and Max Caster. And then we got the MJF promo. And then in MJF's promo, he talked about Tony Khan paying all the ex-WWE guys and not paying him. What does he do? And what does he do after the MJF promo? He puts on Johnny Elite, Johnny Morrison versus Miro after the match is over, 2 ex-WWE guys. Now, I don't know if that was just by coincidence or if that was thought out in production where Tony Khan was just, we'll just put this match over there after the MJF segment and have it be 2 WWE guys. But I don't know, man. I want to think that Tony Khan's a little bright and smarter than a lot of people take him for, and he did that strategically on purpose.
No. I think the next match had no bearing on everything that happened before. But I think the segment that they did after they cut to commercial, when they knew that half the goddamn arena was going to record it and put it on the internet, was also a part of the work where they had MJF get run out of the ring by Punk. Now, if this was a goddamn, a shoot, and they want to cut his mic and get him out of the ring, why would they send the goddamn world champion out there and not like a referee or something like that,
I don't know.
So they kept they cut the cameras and they left the same way Brian did, with the leg injury. They started hamming it up and everything because they know this shit gets recorded and it gets put right on Twitter. Before the commercial break even ended, I'm looking at the footage of MJF getting run out of the ring by Punk. Punk limping out to the ring, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that, but it was on the video, so we don't know the severity of his injury. Apparently, he might have gotten injured jumping into the crowd before the open of the match that started Dynamite tonight. But that's another story for a different day. They didn't show that on TV, Jesse, because it was not to be seen by us yet. They don't want. We all know where it's leading. We all know it's going to lead to CM Punk eventually, but. Why did he put that on the show, knowing that fans were going to be filming this and it was all going to be on social media?
Because it's an Easter egg. It wasn't meant to be in the linear canon of the storylines being told, but it's an Easter egg because they put it somewhere. They put it out there in public, meaning we're going to see it. If you do something in that ring with 15,000 people sitting there looking at it, you might as well just be putting it on TV because everyone's going to be seeing it. Everyone, not just the live crowd. And that's what they did. That's what they played that part. I think it was an Easter egg of where we were going with this mega MJF build and Punk being champion. And that's why Punk came out to get this guy out of the ring from talking shit. The second that mic got cut out too, I knew this felt like a brainchild of Punk and TK and MJF all sitting down and planning out this big, huge Summer of Punk angle. The thing about the other summers of Punk is they had some big, huge angle behind them. And here's this one.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the catalyst for Summer of Punk. This is the way the Summer of Punk is going to end. And we're going to get into that in just a second. 2 things that I see a lot of people saying on social media. Number one, we'll start with this, Jesse. And I don't think that it's going to be too long, but I do see him kind of going away for at least a couple of weeks. A lot of people thought that this was the real way that Tony Khan was going to write MJF off of television. This is not really a writing of MJF off of television with this fucking nuke promo that he did tonight. This is MJF's merely planting the seeds for what's to come. He's not being taken off television at all.
Oh, and man, don't get me wrong. He might be, man. See, I thought they were going to do it with the injury, but maybe they changed their mind and said, nah, let's just go with a fucking suspension. He went out there and called the owner of the company a fucking mark.
Yes, he did.
He literally, he took a live microphone to the ring and told this fucking Mark to fire me. And dude, that is definitely, see, with the injury thing, it's definitely a work. Like, oh, they wrote him off with an injury. With this promo and the shit that he said, it is easy to believe that Tony Khan got pissed, cut his mic, and suspended this guy indefinitely.
The other thing that I'm hearing is a lot of people think this is leading to Tony Khan getting in the ring and wrestling MJF. That is absolutely not the case. So I don't know why anybody thinks that is going to lead to Tony Khan coming out and wrestling MJF. It may lead to a TV appearance by Tony Khan. He has to be involved in some way, shape, or form to facilitate the moving along of this angle. He's not going to be a commissioner, or he's not going to make himself the authority on-air figure every week. He's going to be involved because he's the owner of the company, and he's directly involved here, and is the catalyst for MJF's grievances. So, yes, we will be seeing Tony Khan on television, but not in a wrestling role.
Yeah, now he did say when he launched this company that he did not want to be an on-air personality.
Yes.
But that was, 3 years ago. That could have changed, and I don't see this playing out the way that it should play out without TK coming on the screen and getting into some kind of verbal spat with Tony Khan.
Yeah. Now, I want you guys to understand what we've been talking about on this show for several months now is exactly what we're going to reiterate, and hopefully you guys understand where we're coming from. Jesse wasn't even fully on board with it in the very beginning, and then he slowly but surely obviously got on board because this is where I knew it was going. That was the right story, but we didn't know the severity of how they were going to take it to the next level, and they not only took it to the next level, they fucking shot it up into the stratosphere. This is all leading to MJF versus CM Punk. I don't know when it's going to happen. I see a lot of people claiming that it will be happening at All Out in Chicago. And it will be poetic justice. It's going to be a story writing itself all these years later with CM Punk being there in Chicago with John Cena taking the belt, the WWE Championship for Vince McMahon and the WWE, blowing the kiss to Vince McMahon and the WWE Championship, kissing it goodbye. And then he leaves as a free agent. Now, MJF is not a free agent this year. MJF is right now an AEW superstar at least till January 2024, as the reports have been saying. But, Jesse, when does this match happen? How fast do you do this match? And with all of this now mirroring exactly what CM Punk did to John Cena, could we see MJF take the AEW Championship away from an ex-WWE guy that he claimed in his promo that Tony Khan is signing all up and down AEW, an ex-WWE guy? Can he take that AEW Championship away from CM Punk in Chicago and mirror what Punk did all those years ago with Cena?
Yeah, nobody's taking that title from Punk except MJF. No one.
The question is now when. The question is now when.
When do they do it? I think September is a pretty nice distance for this kind of build. It's already been going on for weeks. Yeah. They got the whole summer to finish building on it. All kinds of different specials, Forbidden Door. I think All Out is in Chicago. MJF versus CM Punk at All Out in Chicago with the heat coming behind it at this point. It could come out with any outcome. Punk could win. Punk could lose. MJF could win in Chicago for that title against CM Punk and easily become the most hated man in all of pro wrestling, man.
I mean, it sounds like a fairy tale pro wrestling angle, to be quite honest with you. Yes, the heel would be going over, but in Chicago, of all places, against the hometown hero. But it's one of the most beautiful things that I've heard, man, and exactly why I'm a fan of the sport. And it's exactly what I hope for when I watch a pro wrestling show like this. That exact thing happening, man. It's just great television.
Yeah, it has CM Punk's fingerprints all over it. If you go back to and listen to any of his millions of interviews that he did since his hiatus about wrestling, one of his issues with WWE is that they They refuse to have fun with the storylines and, you know, blend in some reality and do something different and outside of the box. And this is everything that Punk used to talk about wanting to do creatively in wrestling. He's doing it right now. Right now, it's easy to write a wrestling storyline and then just, you know, follow it and have the fans, you know, suspend their disbeliefs and go on the journey with you. But what if you just legitimately took the marks, the real internet marks right now? What if you took them back on a journey back to when they were kids and believed wrestling? And that's what's happening right now, man. We don't know what to fucking believe right now in regards.
Well,
to
you
the
know,
story.
I absolutely agree with you, but you also need the right characters to play those roles on television. And right now, I don't. I mean, you got. I mean, this is the who's who of fucking pro wrestling. You got two of the greatest characters and personalities in all of the business right now, and CM Punk and MJF. CM Punk one of the best of all time, and MJF potentially on his way to being the best of all time.
Dude, if you have not already, and I'm sure it'll be uploaded soon, if it's not already, go back on YouTube and look at that promo by MJF, and it's nothing but fire. He's not selling us anything. He's spitting what's on his fucking mind. We all believe it, every fucking word of it. They were in LA, not Long Island. They were in Los Angeles. And the crowd were chanting for MJF, chanting his name. For a minute, he was a baby face in LA. Yeah. He really, really was. People appreciate the work that he put into this thing. They appreciate the passion he put into that promo. And bottom line is, they agree with everything he said. The best heel is one that believes everything he's saying and legitimately has a point. And this is MJF right now.
What we're watching is something special, man. You know, I really can't even, and I want to go over what he said for everybody here because it was, like I said, one of the promos that will go down in the annals of pro wrestling history as one of the greatest of all time. And like Jesse said, when you have somebody like that who's just mixing all of that great heel character with doses of truth that I know that are in there and dwell within MJF's soul. And you take what Jesse said, you take the marks of pro wrestling and you really sell them on something that is going to take them back to their childhood. You put that into a fucking bowl, into a blender, and you mix it up. And you got a recipe for what is going to be a tremendous Dynamite as far as what Tony Khan is expecting as far as a rating is concerned, the interest going into Forbidden Door, the interest going into All Out. This is going to be and it's synonymous with AEW because they always do this every summer. There's always something every summer with AEW where they just get you to fucking just solely pay attention to their programming. Mm-hmm. And last year it was Punk, and they've been doing it over 3 years, and this is what they're doing this year. So MJF comes out. Go ahead, Jesse. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This is my favorite part about all of this. About everyone who get worked, everything else. My favorite part is WWE get worked.
Yes.
Now they're out there putting out fucking statements and interviews, and people say, "Oh, we'll sign MJF. You know, we would do this and we would do that."
There was a report today that said Vince McMahon is not bothered by what MJF did at all, and he doesn't give a shit. And if the opportunity comes around, he's going to offer MJF a lucrative deal.
Yeah.
MJF even liked the fucking tweet.
They are in WWE headquarters talking about how and when and what to do when they get Maxwell Jacob Freeman, and they all get worked.
My question is, you know, are they watching and are they feeling this in the community? And what are they going to do to try and, you know, mimic this? This is exactly what they need. Someone like MJF. Do I think MJF, after all this, is going to end up in WWE? Not this year, not next year. I don't think before he's 30. I do think he's going to end up with WWE eventually, but not at this current time. It's going to be several years, in fact, before he ends up in WWE. But I do think he'll end up over there.
I think when this is all said and done, MJF is going to be the second highest paid individual in AEW, and justifiably so, as he should.
Yes.
He should.
Well, MJF made his ring entrance, and he looked like he was a little bit emotional. I don't know if he was, getting in the spirit of what he was about to do. It looked like he was just he got done crying in the back. His eyes were kind of red. He looked very distraught. So he gets out there and he's got a microphone and he said he's in a lot of pain after what happened on Sunday, but the fans want to hear him speak in Los Angeles. He said, this is Max Friedman talking. This is not MJF. This is not Maxwell Jacob Friedman. This is Max Friedman talking. He said there are a lot of important executives there to watch his boss's product, and it'd be a real shame if something bad was to happen. I wouldn't want to embarrass you, man, MJF says. Now, I did put on social media earlier today, and I know Jesse agrees with me on this. Yes, this was a scheduled appearance by MJF. MJF did not go out there with a live microphone and say whatever was on his mind. MJF was booked for the show. This segment was produced, and Tony Khan probably sat down with CM Punk and MJF and anybody else that is going to be a part of this storyline, wrote this promo. Tony Khan reread it over and over and over again and put his stamp of approval on it and told MJF to go out there and do MJF. MJF did not cut a live promo and say whatever the fuck he wants. Jesse, there are people out there that think MJF had a live microphone and said whatever he wanted.
No, he had a live mic and he had bullet points, very key bullet points, very key bullet points to hit, and an overall tone to take.
Yes,
but the hot points were made. They all sat down on what was to be said. Things like, make sure you call me a fucking mark. We'll have the censor button ready. You're allowed to say shit 5 times before we get fined excessively. All this shit. I mean, he was given the bullet points and said, okay, I go out there and make some fucking, make some magic, and Punk probably got an MJF saying, make sure you do this, bro. Do this. You'll fucking kill it.
Yeah,
I can see it right now.
I absolutely agree with you, bro. CM Punk had his fucking DNA all over this shit, yes, man. If it's not reported, it's either because it's going to be kept very secret or whatever reason. But CM Punk definitely had a hand in this, like you said. I absolutely believe he had a hand in all this tonight.
It is. I mean, and what Tony Khan is doing right now is he's making a new star.
Yeah,
he is making a star. There is a legitimate superstar in pro wrestling in development right now in MJF.
Yes. So I just want to say thank you to everybody in the OTS venue, man. We got 3,800 people in here, just about 3,800 people. We just, Jesse hit #1 in the IWC just now. Wow. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you guys very much. We love that you're here, and we're going to get on with the show, man. This is going to be where it's happened, man. The discussion for the greatest promo of the entire year and one of the best promos that I think I personally have ever watched on national television with MJF. So he's out there. I don't want to embarrass you, man. He says he's been trying to speak to him and has things that he wants to say, and he's wanted to say for quite some time. Well, guess what? Too little, too late. Here's why. He said when this company first started, it was all friends wrestling. That's a shoot because I know from people that I know that know people in AEW, and that was the vibe that was given to me about the locker room environment. It was all friends wrestling. If you were there, you were more than likely going to get your friends hired within AEW. He said he had to write his own ticket. He said he created moment after moment after moment, and he still gets no respect. He does create moments, and MJF has a ton of them in 3 years. But the fact that he gets no respect, I don't know how true that is. I think all the real professional wrestling fans absolutely 100% respect everything that MJF is doing. Even this, we respect this to the utmost degree, no question. He said nobody is on his level. He said everybody or everything he touches turns to gold, which is true. And there is nothing he can't do. He said every time he comes out there, he is not expected to hit home runs. He's expected to hit grand slams. And I do that shit on a weekly basis. I wonder if those baseball analogies, Jesse, really mean anything, or maybe I'm just diving into it a little bit too much and overthinking it. Home runs, we did get a possible Wrigley Field mention by Tony Khan. I know a lot of people are claiming, well, All Out should be in Toronto or some other city because Forbidden Door has the Chicago city attached to it. But could we see Wrigley Field and not the Now Arena or the United Center? He's going to have to do something different if he wants to be in Chicago. I'm sure you agree. We can't run the Now Center anymore. I mean, they're selling out fucking United Center on a regular here. They can't do the Now Center. Maybe they do Wrigley Field and Grand Slam. It's already been announced by Tony Khan that we're getting Grand Slam in Queens in September. And I wonder if MJF, of all things, is going to be the AEW champion going into Grand Slam for that show this year. So I wonder if these really mean anything. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I missed TK reference in Wrigley. I hope it's not Wrigley Field, man. I mean, we definitely got to get out of the now. I mean, we're done with that shit. We can't do anything less than United Center at this point for AEW.
Yeah. I can't really see him run. I can't really see him running two pay-per-views in a row, though.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Shit. I mean, you come to the same city. I mean, WWE's run the All-State Arena every goddamn time they come here.
I know.
Every time. I mean, go to the UC if nothing else. I really hope it's not Wrigley, man. I've lived in Chicago all of my life. I've never stepped foot in the Wrigley Field.
I know. I've been to Chicago quite a few times now, and I've always wanted to visit Wrigley because I'm a baseball guy, but I've never actually made the trip to Wrigley Field.
Nah, if I can help it, man, I'm not stepping one foot in there. If they're not going, man, go to fucking Sox Park. What the fuck, man? But yeah, I'm not. I mean, if they do it there, I'll have to go. But I made it a personal goal of mine to never step foot in that fucking stadium, man. Fuck that.
He said all the other boys can settle for being great, but he has to be perfect. He said he's the only guy capable of carrying the company on his back, which he has done for months. He said it's funny that he hears boos, but he also hears clapping. He asked where they were this whole weekend when they were calling him an unprofessional piece of shit.
Pause. Where were you when you buy all of these fucking souvenir cups and stick them in my face and try to get autographs at 3 a.m. at the airport so you can sell them on eBay?
There you go. The correlations are there, man. The correlations are there, and this is coming from a huge CM Punk guy. I'm a CM Punk guy. He said they sit on their phones tweeting their opinions like they're worth a damn. Let me explain something to you people. Your opinions suck. Your opinions change on the drop on the drop of a dime. He said they claim he is great in the ring, but they didn't say that. They never used to say that. He said they don't respect him because he's not chasing star ratings or pretending to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling and dropping people on their heads. I'm the best in the world because I'm the only guy who makes you feel. Unlike all those boys, I don't have to do a bunch of bullshit to get you there. I'm a generational talent, and you people consistently take me for granted. It's not just you. It's the big man in the back, too. Jesse, he mentioned best in the world. Did that have anything to do with where we're going with this into Chicago as well? Obviously, yes.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
He says he doesn't want you to know that he's the second biggest minute-for-minute draw in AEW. Ask stat boy Toni in the back. See what he's got to say. But don't ask him to reach into his pockets to pay the man who's been busting his ass for you since day one. Make sure he hoards all that money so he can give it to all the ex-WWE guys he keeps bringing in here who can't lace my boots. And he said this with a fucking fiery passion that I've never heard out of that man's voice, man. Holy shit.
Remember when in Vegas, Punk said, I'm going to win the WWE title, and hell, maybe I'll go defend it at Ring of Honor, mentioning another company.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll defend it in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Colt Cabana.
Yep. Hi, Colt Cabana. I mean, exactly. I mean, this has Punk's DNA all over it, man.
And then he said that same thing about John Cena, too. And what makes me sick is that Dwayne is main eventing WrestleMania and I'm not. And then he said, and didn't he say something along the lines? I don't know if it was Cena or Dwayne. He mentioned something, but neither one of those guys can lace his fucking boots, if I'm not mistaken.
He said he's the best in the world. He said, I'm the best wrestler in the world.
Yes.
The best on commentary, the best in that ring. Nobody can touch me. This has Punk DNA all.
Unbelievable, man. What you guys are watching is fucking unbelievable right here, man.
Yep.
Don't ask him to reach into his pockets because he's busy paying the WWE guys. Can't lace MJF's boots. He's shouting at this point. He's just fucking beat red. He's going crazy in the ring at this point. He asked if Tony Khan would treat him better. This was my favorite line. He asked if Tony Khan would treat him better if he was an ex-WWE guy. He says he has a position of power in a wrestling company, but he shouldn't be behind in the back. He should be behind the guardrail with all of these marks. He says he doesn't want to wait till 2024. So he leans over the ropes and he tells Tony Khan to fire him. He then yelled and berated a fan. "Shut your mouth, you piece of shit." He yelled at Tony Khan and gets
no,
in the camera.
that was a producer. That was a producer.
Oh, that was a producer. I thought it was a fan.
That was the producer trying to count him down to get out of the ring. He tried to tell him to go home. He's like, "Fuck you, shut up." No.
I thought it was a fan of all the things he was yelling at.
Nope.
And then he leans over the ropes and he tells Tony Khan, "You fucking mark," and they start bleeping him out. I heard the uncensored version. It's on Twitter. It was fucking even more magnificent than it was when it was bleeped out.
So good.
"You fucking mark, fire me." And they bleeped him out. And then Jesse, the same thing, synonymous with the CM Punk pipe bomb. They cut his fucking microphone, and MJF patted the fucking top of the microphone just like CM Punk did, man. All the little innuendos are there. I love it.
Now, the mic was cut, by the back for sure. But if MJF was out there for a while ragging down the company, they would have cut his mic long before this moment. They cut it at the end of the segment.
Yeah.
When it was over.
Yes.
This is our 2022 pipe bomb, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you recognize that and enjoy it, because it's going to go down in the annals of wrestling history the same way Punk's did.
Yes. Yes, it may. Yeah, I don't know, man. On first glance, after what we saw tonight, that CM Punk pipe bomb is something that I make a yearly tradition, man. I go back and watch it at least once or twice a year because it was so influential to a lot of people. A lot of people look at that as the benchmark of WWE programming. I don't really think there's ever been anything since Bryan Danielson that has even topped that. Daniel Bryan's run as, yes. The Yes movement was fucking tremendous. And then winning the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, that's the only other thing I could really say that even came close to CM Punk's pipe bomb. A lot of people look at that as a huge influential moment to go and study for promo work and how to cut a promo. I don't know. I don't want to say it was better than Punk, bro, but, maybe 2-3 years from now, and after all this is wrapped up and MJF is legitimately the fucking reason why AEW is a household brand, maybe then we can say, MJF cut a pipe bomb, and there wasn't really a pipe bomb, it was a fucking atomic bomb tonight that rivaled, and if not, bested CM Punk in Las Vegas.
Yeah, let me address that big question, that debate going around right now. I mean, which one was better? Guys, we are about an hour and 15 minutes away from the show that had the MJF promo. We've been hailing Punk's promo for over a decade now.
Yeah.
We got to give it more time, guys. Punk's promo has definitely withstood the test of time in regards to how relevant it was and for how long it was relevant and how the words rang true. This promo just happened. Let's see what else comes from it. Let's see how it plays out. I don't think there's a point or any real legitimacy in deciding right now which one was better. If we had to pick it right now, fine, it was Punk's. That a promo was 11 years ago and it's still hitting hard, So, but let's see where MJF's angle goes, where this shit all goes. And in time, yeah, it will probably be just as good as Punk's, or if not, comparable to, and maybe better. Maybe better. Who knows, but it just happened. We got to let it marinate for a little bit to see how this all plays out.
After all this is said and done, Jesse, I want to ask you, and I truly think that MJF is going to stay AEW. I do think that at the end of it all, and I know I listen to a few different people. I don't listen to many in the community, but I listen to a couple of, trustworthy people in the community that all kind of, said the same thing. MJF is going to go where the money is. He's going to go to the highest offer. And after tonight, there is absolutely no fucking way on planet Earth that Tony Khan is letting him go anywhere. And Tony Khan is going to offer him no matter how much money it takes to keep MJF in the company. MJF is going to be all elite, at least if his contract's up in 2024, at least for the next 5 years after that. Tony Khan is absolutely no way letting him walk into WWE. And it would probably be smart for MJF to stay AEW for now and then go to WWE. Imagine he gets that type of offer from Tony Khan and then takes that into the WWE, bro. He's not even in his early 30s yet. Not even in his fucking prime. Can you imagine the money this kid's going to make This guy's going to make in pro wrestling if he just stays the course here?
Yeah, there's no way MJF is going ever, I would say ever going to WWE without walking away from a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
There is just no way. If he ever leaves, whenever it is, if he ever leaves, it won't be because of money. Because he will get anything he asks for from Tony Khan.
Yes.
Anything. So he might leave, but it won't be for money.
No. If he leaves, he genuinely doesn't want to be there. If he leaves, he genuinely, and he grew up a big WWE guy, he auditioned for Tough Enough. He wants to be in WWE. Right now is not the time for him to be in WWE. He needs to make his money here, and he needs to have that star shine brighter in AEW for WWE to then pay him what he will absolutely, no doubt about it, be worth in the next 5-6 years. That's the move to make. You can't burn a bridge with Tony Khan here. That was the big discussion over the week, and he can't be burning a bridge with Tony Khan because if he only gets one offer from WWE, he's not going to be able to make as much money as he thinks he wants to make.
No. I mean, right now, MJF is a complete gem. MJF, CM Punk, Kenny Omega, those three guys. There's plenty more valuable guys, but those three guys, pay them whatever they want.
Yeah.
Whatever they want.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be, guys. So what we watched tonight was something truly memorable that will go down in the annals of pro wrestling history on Wednesday night. And I'm going to be very, very curious to see what the rating is for this show. I don't know what sports games were on this evening, but after everything that happened this weekend and with MJF and what he said tonight, I can't imagine they don't pull over 1 million. I can't imagine they don't do 1 million rating today.
Yeah, I'm sure it was the reason that he came out in the spot that he did so people can start talking and turn to TBS,
Yeah. And again, it will be more fuel to the MJF fire. They haven't hit 1 million all spring because of the NHL and NBA playoffs. And then the first show that happens after Double or Nothing, they hit 1 million. I can't wait to see MJF use that as fuel for whatever he's got planned next on the microphone, because it's coming.
Oh God, yeah. If his segment fucking rules the night, you think that ain't coming up in his next promo?
Of course it is. So guys, that was the it will be CM Punk, but that is the MJF CM Punk fucking atomic bomb that was dropped on Tony Khan and AEW management tonight. Absolutely fucking unbelievable. I urge you guys to go out and try and watch it or catch it if you can, if you see it on social media somewhere.
And I see this as being yet just another way how Punk is here helping to improve the roster.
Yes.
I mean, again, maybe we'll find out later, differently, but this Punk, this promo feels like it has Punk all over it. So if that's the case, this is Punk helping MJF become not just a superstar, but I think I texted you this earlier. Punk is helping make MJF a household name out of pro wrestling.
No, but listen, bro. Eric Bischoff says CM Punk is someone that doesn't hold any value in the company. Hasn't really done anything.
I talk about fucking Eric Bischoff, dude. CM Punk, he is on his way, and MJF. His own skill is undeniable, man. He's gonna be a household name in modern times of pro wrestling. He will one day be a John Cena, a Roman Reigns, MJF. It will become one of those, just one of those things in pop culture. You're a bigger asshole than Maxwell Jacob Freeman. He's going to become an household name with how good of a character he's playing right now.
A household name that WWE desperately wants. They desperately want him. They need him. But he ain't going anywhere.
Yes.
That was the MJF segment, guys. We're going to get into the rest of the show. We still got 3,600 plus in the venue. Thank you guys very much. Quickly, make sure you guys follow us on social media at JDfromNY206. Thank you for 40,000 followers on Twitter. We just hit that tonight. Unbelievable, guys. Thank you so very much. You can find Jesse on Twitter if you guys want to interact with him at ChyTownSmark. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for all notifications. We already hit 1,200, going on 1,300 likes. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. Let's try for 2,000 minimum in the OTS venue right here for the AEW Dynamite post show. Super chats are open. Nathan Hexam just sent in a $50 super chat. Thank you guys very much. Get them on in. You guys let us know. I see your excitement already. You let us know in the super chats what you thought of tonight's Dynamite. Excellent show tonight. One of the best Dynamites that they've ever put on. MJF's promo. You guys let us know what you think in the super chats. Also, memberships, hit that join button as well and become an OTS VIP. Jesse, we're going to start at the top with CM Punk and FTR, man. I like the makeup of this team, man. We could potentially see this as a possible trio when those trio championships come around, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we could. I mean, geez, man, how many titles they're going to put on Punk?
I don't know.
Be draped in gold, man.
It'll be draping in gold. Then that's going to start the Roman Reigns CM Punk fucking comparisons all over again. I would rather stay away from that. Yeah. But that was the trio tonight against Max Caster and the Gunn Club. Billy Gunn and Anthony Bowens were out there with the Gunn Club and Max Caster. Anthony Bowens injured right now in a wheelchair, and Billy Gunn seems to be showing a little bit more favoritism to the Acclaimed than his own boys or over his own boys. I don't know why, but that's the ongoing storyline there with Billy Gunn and his sons with the Acclaimed.
It'll just be the catalyst for the split.
Yeah.
Turn the Acclaimed babyface.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Dax and Austin Gunn started this thing off, and we got a nice little back and forth there. Cash is so fucking good at what he does. We got Max Caster and Punk tagging in. Punk and FTR were able to isolate Max Caster in their portion of the ring. Cash came in with a second row power slam. Gun Club used a 2-on-1 attack on Dax to regain control for the heels here. Billy got involved with a right hand while the official was distracted. Dax made a one-man comeback on everybody late in the match. His partners were pulled off the apron before he could make a tag. And then there was this hot tag to Punk again. Punk got another hot tag. He came in. He slipped off the rope coming in on a springboard, but he was able to take down the Gun Club on his own before assisting Cash on a dive. Now, it looked very weird that he slipped in that moment. I don't know why he slipped there. That's just a routine thing for Punk to do. But Jesse did say earlier in the stream that Punk dove into the crowd during his ring entrance, and apparently when the MJF segment happened off air, when people were pulling out their phones filming it, Jesse, you said you saw CM Punk limping in that segment.
Visibly limping a lot, and he was hurting in the match. You could see him struggling a little bit, and that botch right there could have been part of it. I mean, he was hurting. Maybe it's not a lot. Maybe he's just sore. Maybe he's just hurting for the time being. But if he wouldn't have jumped his ass into the crowd, he wouldn't have been hurt at all.
Well, maybe it's just CM Punk selling the injury and selling after he came out after the match. I don't know. CM Punk is a master of his craft. Maybe he was just selling the quote-unquote effects of what happened in the match before.
No.
You think
nothing happened? Nothing happened to target that. I mean, I get what you're saying. And if during the match he was, beat with a chair in the leg or, done something terrible, but he focused on the part and then he came limping out after it.
He wasn't limping in the match, though.
You see that botch we were talking about right now?
Yes.
He was off of a run, right?
Well, he also botched the buckshot lariat too on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was already.
And he laughed it off.
He botched twice the buckshot lariat.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully, nothing comes of that because they can ill afford to have him injured right now, especially going into the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. So he comes in off this springboard dive. He was able to kind of right himself after he slipped. And he took down the Gun Club on his own before assisting Cash on a dive. Punk landed a top rope elbow drop and called for the GTS, but Billy hopped on the apron and distracted him. He gave him a suck it, and CM Punk got in Billy's face. Austin rolled up Punk for 2 with the distraction by his father, but then Punk powerbombed Austin into Billy. A GTS then followed. A big rig followed the GTS. And the team of Punk and FTR got the victory over the Ass Boys and Max Caster. After the match, Punk took the microphone and says he's never done drugs in his entire life, but he imagines this is what it feels like. He said that there's still lots to do and he has a lot to keep getting better. He called, onto the crowd to pretty much look at him now. He's got to get better, but obviously, I'm at a point in my career where I am the champ, and he holds up the title. Dax gets the microphone and said that professional wrestling means the world to him and his family. In attendance is his wife and his daughter, and those are the only two things that mean more to him than the sport of professional wrestling. And these Ring of Honor tag team titles, he says, are everything to me, and it doesn't matter if anyone from this company or any other company wants them. Then Jesse, Punk turns his attention to the Forbidden Door. He says, I know we have Forbidden Door coming up, and we got pay-per-views to sell. Who am I going to be in this thing with? And then out comes Hiroshi Tanahashi, and he comes out to challenge CM Punk. No words said between the two. All that was said was pretty much, you see Punk holding up the title and Tanahashi pointing at CM Punk. Looks like, bro, we got a title match planned for Chicago, and it's going to be a barn burner of a match between Tanahashi and CM Punk for the AEW World title.
Take my money.
That's all.
Take it all.
That's all. It's going to be fucking great. And it makes me wonder, you know, a lot of people were saying, oh, they're going to go with Okada. They're going to do Okada and Punk. Obviously, Tony Khan knows what he can and cannot do. They both, and I mean they, as in the companies, they have to be both on the same page here. Obviously, you can't pit world champions against each other because then you're going to run into a fucking booking problem, and nobody wants to do that. I'd like to see this show be a regular occurrence annually, but Punk and Tanahashi is the safe bet for this show. I can't wait to see it. But the question now is, who does this open the door for as it pertains to Kazuchika Okada?
Brian.
Do we get Brian versus Okada? Do we get
Stop talking.
Zack Sabre Jr. versus Brian? Do we get Ospreay versus Brian?
People?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Why are you still naming people? Stop. That's it. Brian.
Can you imagine
Okada does have to win, but
who gives a shit?
Brian.
Who gives a shit if he's got to win, bro?
We're done. We're done here. Did you see that reaction we got?
Yeah.
When we got fucking Kenny Omega and Brian to start a Dynamite?
Yes.
Now we're gonna get Brian and Okada. I've already booked this shit. I mean, it's already happening as far as I'm fucking concerned. We're getting Okada and Brian, bro.
And if there's one thing you know about Tony Khan, man, he is gonna give you what you want. He's gonna give the fans what they want, and I think everybody's been clamoring for that match. He's gonna give you that match. I hope that's the case.
Yep,
Okada versus
done.
Brian Danielson, man. Oh my goodness.
Done and done. Punk, Tanahashi, Jesus Christ, man.
So that's that. The Forbidden Door is finally open, man, for this build, and I can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Man.
Then we get into the MJF segment, and we went over that. If you guys want to go back and listen to our thoughts on it, you guys can absolutely go back and watch what we said about MJF and the fucking nuke that he dropped on Tony Khan and AEW management. After that MJF segment, Jesse, we got an open challenge by Johnny Elite. Now, I do like Johnny Elite, don't get me wrong, but I'm thinking, how often are we going to see Johnny Elite in AEW? Is this going to lead to a full-time signing? Is he going to remain Johnny Elite? I kind of like Johnny Dynamite a little bit better. I don't know about you.
Johnny Dynamite does sound better, but what happens when he goes to Rampage?
Oh, that's true.
Or Dark.
Yeah, I guess you gotta kind of simplify it for all the people out there.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It feels like for the first time WWE was successful at killing a fucking wrestler for me before they left. It just feels like they just killed fucking Johnny Nitro or whatever the fuck they called him. It feels like they killed him, man. They just took everything cool about him, putting him with the Miz and having him do drip bullshit, man. It just feels like they just ruined him for me.
Tale of two cities, bro. We got John Morrison doing fucking Super Sucker drip on Monday Night Raw, and we got whatever the fuck we got tonight with Dynamite. Tale of two different cities. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I feel you though, man. You know, I think he's a tremendous athlete. Don't get me wrong, but there's something about him that was absolutely tarnished in WWE. Like if that last run in WWE did not happen, or if that last run in WWE was a little bit better than what we got, I might be a little bit more excited to see him on television. But they've killed him so much that I don't even pop for Johnny. I didn't pop at all for his inclusion on this show tonight.
No, I didn't.
But you know who you pop for though. You pop for the return of the Redeemer, bro.
Oh yeah. Even though Lana tried to fucking ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, I know. Everybody thought it was either going to be Miro, obviously, or it was going to be her debuting, or the both of them debuting for one reason or another together on the show tonight. Which I mean, I'm still in favor of. Does Miro need his wife there? No, I think Miro's a fine promo by himself. I think if anything, it does add, but it also takes away because she would obviously be a spotlighted act, and you don't want to take anything away from his shine because he's been fucking killing it.
She's coming. Don't worry, bro. It's just a matter of time, and we getting Miro back. Good. Let us ride this excitement out, and then bring in CJ Perry. I still think she's coming. I think Miro is in line for a god tier run right about now, man.
That's the thing. What do you do? What do you do with him? Like where does he fit in now? I mean, obviously with Punk and MJF in this world title situation, he's not going to fit into that. But where does he fit into the grand scheme of things? Does he win another TNT championship? He's already been there, done that, and he's heralded as one of the best TNT champions of all time.
He's got time. He just got back, so we can start him off like towards the bottom. It's just put him back on a little mini streak. You know, give him some lower end guys to beat, and before we get into some storylines with him. But man, there's so much we can do with him right now, man.
I hope that they know and have plans for him, and they don't drop the ball because it's easy to get lost in the shuffle here.
It is, especially when everything is so faction oriented these days, you know. But I'm hoping just Miro, the way they've booked him last time, will be just perfectly fine. He was a fucking killer. Does he need a title? It would help, but he doesn't need it. But when it comes to it, if he's already just slaughtered so many people, I mean, yeah, he's gonna have to get some kind of gold around his fucking waist, man. I mean, this tournament's already over. He can't win that. Sky is doing things with the fucking TV title. He already got his own custom belt. He doesn't have a tag team partner. He doesn't have 2 tag team partners for trios. So yeah, I'm with you when trying to figure out what to do with him right about now. The world title is clearly tied up these days. So what do you do with him?
I don't know, man. What if, do we put Miro, and it might look a little weird, but do you put Miro in a faction? Do you pair him with somebody?
I see, but no.
Who do you pair him with then, though?
Yeah, if he's gonna join somebody, he needs to be as like a hired gun, like a renegade type deal.
What if Claudio comes in and gets paired with Miro? I mean, they were in a faction together anyway, weren't they? The League of Nations, if I'm not mistaken, right?
The League of Jobbers.
Yeah, the League of Nations that was only put together to get over Roman Reigns.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling that one, man. No, I don't think so. Miro needs to be solo, and Cesaro needs to find his way, in AEW before we just tag him up with somebody too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think out loud for Miro because again, I mean, the thing is, and I know we all want Miro to be in a solid role, but like I said, it's easy to get lost in the shuffle here. And just look at Andrade. Andrade had to go through a full year of absolute fucking garbage before they even started to do anything with him that feels right. And now he's being paired with Roosh. So it may end up being that he gets lost in the shuffle. I hope not, but maybe he follows the same path as Andrade and kind of aligns himself with somebody to really kind of solidify himself even more so on television. I don't know.
Hula said he was never in the League of Nations.
Cesaro was never in the League of Nations.
I guess so. I guess not. They could try him over in the ROH side. Where's Jonathan Gresham been?
I don't know, but I know he's done with Impact.
He's the ROH champion, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so where the hell has he been?
I don't know. I think he got hurt. I think he had a concussion.
Did he?
Okay. The last time I heard, yeah.
That would explain it, okay.
Yeah. But we got Miro. Let's move on. We got Miro here. Basically, this was I don't want to say this was a squash match, but this was a very, it was a commanding win here for Miro. He appeared on the big screen before this match and said it's been a long time. He said he has decided to return to AEW to help his fellow man, the bastards and the punks and the cowboys and the pagans, and he will redeem them all. He said his neck is now fixed, but it's his heart that is now broken. He says he doesn't want to come home. He wants to take theirs, and the Redeemer is back. Jim Ross said that this is very bad news for a lot of people in AEW. We got Johnny Elite versus Miro, who answered the call, answered the open challenge here against Johnny Elite. Miro immediately took it to Mr. Elite beating him down in the corner. He continued to dominate through a small commercial break. Johnny avoided a pump kick and landed a high kick of his own. He kept the offense up with a springboard kick and a running shooting star press, but Miro kicked out at a 1 count off the shooting star. Johnny hit a shining wizard, climbed the ropes. Miro avoided the dive and hit his signature super kick, or the Machka kick, he used to call it. That was quickly followed by game over, and he bents Johnny Elite in half here, as Johnny Elite did tap out for the submission. Very easy victory for returning Miro, Jesse. Very easy.
Yeah, and I think it also kind of tells us they don't have really anything going on for, Johnny Elite.
No, it's just a nice payday.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, again, I find myself not interested in getting invested in him right now, which sucks, man, because in Lucha Underground, man, he was the shit.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
Well, WWE, listen, man, WWE dropped the ball on him. They let him go. They never really used him to his full potential. They fired his wife instead of pairing both of them together on TV and making them a serious power couple. So I kind of feel bad for him, to be quite honest with you. He's going to be fine wherever he goes because he's fucking great. But my God, man, on national television, how do you drop the ball with somebody like that and her, knowing that you had both of them on your fucking roster?
Bro, please. They've dropped the ball on way more talented people than that.
Yes.
Not to say they're not talented. I'm saying they've dropped the ball on much higher prospects.
I know, but it's just alarming at how many times it happens, though.
Yeah. These guys fucked up the Fiend, bro.
Yes, I know.
The Fiend.
Who's already teasing he's coming back. Where? We don't know.
I don't know.
Chris Jericho, though. Chris Jericho's a fucking wizard, man.
How can anybody like Eddie Kingston set someone on fire like that, man?
The fuck you talking about, man? Eddie Kingston himself was burned.
No. That's what Jericho was saying. Eddie Kingston going around with a can of gas.
Yes.
Trying to set somebody on fire. Who does that?
How could you do that to an individual?
How could you burn an individual like that?
Why would you want to burn such a fucking grand wizard, bro? How can anyone want to burn a wizard? It's unbelievable.
It's so good.
Jericho, Matt Menard, Angela Parker, and Jake Hager walked out. By the way, Becky Lynch used the term wizard on commentary on Monday Night Raw. I don't know if anybody picked up on this. And then she actually tweeted Chris Jericho, "I'm sorry for using the word wizard," and then called herself a magician because she made Bianca Belair's title disappear in 26 seconds. I wish Monday Night Raw would fucking disappear. I wish Becky Lynch would disappear in 26 fucking seconds. Can you make yourself disappear? That's what I want to know.
How does she know Jericho calls himself a wizard if she's
because
not watching?
she's an avid watcher of AEW, bro.
Well, we know Seth is.
Well, yes.
We know
Well,
that.
what do you think they were doing on Sunday night?
We know that.
How do you think she knows that Jericho's a wizard, bro?
Maybe that'd be funny. Maybe it was Becky. What if it was Becky on Seth's fucking tablet or some shit?
I don't know. Could
and
possibly
Seth was logged in. Yeah, she just grabbed his tablet or his phone and logged into Twitter. And now we see Seth. That was fucking Becky.
Could possibly be. We'll never know. All I know is Seth Rollins tuned into the post-show scrum for Double or Nothing. He showed her right there in the chat.
That wasn't me. That was Becky.
Give me a break, man. Oh, they all watch. They all want to know what's going on and then play it off as, they're not competition. Yes, they are, motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Chris Jericho, Matt Menard, Angela Parker, and Jake Hager. Oh, my goodness, man. Whoa. Angel Alaga with a $150 super chat. Oh, my goodness, man. You guys are starting the month of June off exactly the way I like it, man. You guys are fucking awesome. We will read the super chats at the end of the show. Angel, thank you so much, brother.
No. This is a bomb, man. Read this fucking super chat.
All right. Angel says, Dynamite was great as usual, and MJF and the work promo was awesome. MJF is not going to WWE anytime soon. As you, JD, and BC tell it like it is, how horrible the creative is at WWE. All the others in the wrestling community besides Jesse are WWE shills.
That's what I'm talking about.
There you go, man. Look at that. 3 P's in a pod. Thank you, Angel, so much, brother. Everybody, if you guys want to get the super chats in like Angel, you guys can get them on in. We'll read at the end of the show. So we got the Jericho Appreciation Society here. Jericho cut the music off again, Jesse. Did not allow anybody in Los Angeles at the Forum to sing Judas.
Just stop playing it.
Just come out to silence.
I
mean, don't take the song away. Just come out to silence like Tommaso Ciampa used to do.
Take the song away. Bring it back later, man.
We got Jericho not allowing the crowd to sing Judas. He asks, what kind of man burns another man, claiming that Eddie Kingston dragged a can of gasoline to the Anarchy in the Arena match and poured gasoline all over him. So he said, what type of man burns another man? Jericho said he was complaining about Eddie Kingston, and he was then talking about Bryan Danielson, saying that he said some bad words on Sunday night and saying that he wanted to kick his fucking head in. Fans began chanting, yes, yes, yes. Jericho said sports entertainers always beat pro wrestlers, and they were interrupted by Eddie Kingston, and Eddie Kingston came out frantically pacing back and forth. And Jesse, I don't know if you noticed, but William Regal, and I knew what was going to be said before William Regal even was on camera. You look at the scowl on William Regal's face, man. He had that same scowl all those years consecutively right before he announced War Games. Mm-hmm. He had that same fucking look on his face, man. So Eddie Kingston's out there. Kingston's music hit. He said, cut the music right away. Says he wants to fight all of them right now, and he's going to run down to the ring, and he doesn't give a shit how many of them are there. He wants to fight them all. And then Regal, all of a sudden, he takes the microphone away from Eddie Kingston and shouts, blood and guts. Now, it didn't have the same impact as War Games, the way he said it, but I appreciate the fact that they allowed him to make that announcement because, again, it's what the fans want, it's what the fans love, and Tony Khan allowed him that gesture, and I absolutely love it. So we got Blood and Guts, Jesse, announced. We knew it was coming, and it was announced for the Wednesday after the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, bro. Oh my fucking goodness. Can you imagine that fucking week? Holy shit.
It's gonna be so nice, man. We're gonna get a lot of interesting wrestling this summer, man.
Yes. And by the way, I forgot to add the Jericho Appreciation Society. Jesse put it so beautifully in a text to me during the show. They are absolutely trolling WWE at this point, and I love every fucking bit of it. Roman Reigns comes out and gives us the acknowledge me every week. And we have the Jericho Appreciation Society. Now, I don't know who it was. It was Matt Menard or Angela Parker. I think it was Angela Parker who said, appreciate us, AEW Galaxy.
It's so good.
Appreciate us. I mean, come on, man. You can't really scoff at this, man. Are you not sports entertained here? Seriously. I know somewhere Joe and Hawaii was somewhere in front of a TV laughing his ass off. He had to be, man. I don't know why you wouldn't find this to be funny. Everybody in the bloodline's probably laughing their fucking ass off at this.
That was so good.
I mean, come on now.
They probably text Jericho, you fucking asshole.
Jesus Christ, man. So we got that. And this led into a very volatile situation here. Regal shouted blood and guts. The announcers talked about the match, obviously telling us in detail what the match is. And Jericho says he's not getting blood and guts. Santana, Ortiz, and Hayter beat up Kingston at ringside because Kingston said, fuck it. He ran down to ringside. Ortiz, though, showed up in the ring behind Jericho and whipped him with a loaded sock. He then snipped off some of Jericho's hair, pulled out a pair of scissors, and cut Jericho's hair. This then leads Jericho yelling that his hair is worth more than their entire existence. He then agreed to a blood and guts match as long as he gets a Jericho versus Ortiz match, hair versus hair, first. He said he will shave him and burn him. Why? Because I'm a wizard, Jericho says. I love it, man. I don't know. A lot of people, you might not like it. I got some good friends, some good buddies of mine that's saying the wizard shit sucks, man. I love it. I don't know.
I don't love it. It's kind of dumb. But at the same time, that's why I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Because it's so dumb.
He will shave him, he will burn him, and then beat him. And then why? Because he's a wizard. That's why.
That's all I got. I'm a wizard, dude. Deal with it.
Why anything? I'm a wizard. So we got that. So we got Blood and Guts announced, guys. This is the Wednesday after the Forbidden Door pay-per-view in Detroit, Michigan. I'm excited. There's really no other way for me to put it. I love the first match. This time it will be in an arena full of fucking fans and not at Daly's Place where there's fucking 12 people in attendance. I can't wait. And hopefully, I hope for the love of God, if they plan on doing something on top of the cage, can we do something that's a little bit more protected than fucking pillows underneath or different kind of camera angle? Hopefully this is, and being that it's the BBC, the BCC, Jesus fucking Christ, talk about a fucking slip up. The BCC, I hope that with them in the crowd, in the arena, Jesse, in this match, that it's going to be a little bit more serious than it was the last time. I think this is going to be tremendous.
Yeah. I don't see Moxley or Bryan taking, dives off the top of a cage. Maybe 2.0, maybe. If a big bump goes down, but this seems like a match that's gonna pretty much stay of and around the cage. So
yes,
we should. It's gonna. I mean, it feels like I'm envisioning a lot of like Starcade matches. Like the big ass fucking WCW and the big ass fucking cage cell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Starcade type cage match with War Games, but yeah. It should be good. It should be pretty damn good, man.
Guys in the chat, I was talking about the British Broadcasting Company, okay? Get your mind out of the gutter, bro. Come on.
We know what you were thinking about.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Come on. Bro, what am I thinking about? I'm thinking about OnlyFans and feet, right? Tony School. Yeah. That's what you're thinking about.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see it being like an old school bloodfest cage match. Reminiscent of like, Dusty and Flair and it's just beat the crap out of each other type cage matches, man. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Guys, we got the Young Bucks. Got the Young Bucks here. Matt Nick Jackson, Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Hikuleo. He made his return to AEW here, his second appearance, I believe, with Brandon Cutler. This is against Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, Christian Cage, Darby Allin, and Matt Hardy. Now, Jeff Hardy, Jesse, was pulled from Dynamite for, I don't think they really gave a reason, but I think we're all going to assume that he is just beat up, and it all stemmed from the match that he had with Darby Allin in the first round of the Owen Cup, and he looked a little flaky on Sunday night. I called it out. I didn't really want to say anything too more than that from just what I saw, my observation. He looked a little off. He looked a little floaty is the word that I used. So Tony Khan taking him off the show kind of goes back to the pay-per-view, and he did look a little off. So maybe he is dealing with some injuries that we don't really know right now, or at least the full extent of his injuries, but he's off Dynamite for the time being.
Maybe could be just injuries. I mean, the guy's banged up, man. The guy's beat up.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully I'm not still the only one. Am I still the only one just wanting the Hardys to respectfully fade away? I mean, I'm just tired of watching them in the ring, man. I'm sorry. I have nothing against them, but it's just not entertaining anymore. I get terrified every time they do a big spot. They do the same. They're wearing their fucking 90s clothes. It looks like they're wearing the same clothes that they were able to fit in when they were in their 20s.
Yeah.
And you see Matt's gut falling all over the damn place, the same Jinko baggy jeans. Bro, come on, man.
You know, man, I was against the Hardy opinion of you, but I think after Sunday night, now listen, the match itself was fine. It was a decent match. They didn't really have any story going into it to a full extent. There is a little history there, but the story there was kind of, weak, and it was just a couple of weeks build. But the more and more that you talk about it, and the more I see it, I'm kind of on your side here. I was the one who was advocating if they were all right in the head and they were okay and they were injury free and they were a little decent, I would say, all right, let's maybe experiment with the Hardys going after the Expedition of Gold, getting those AEW tag team titles, even if it's a short reign, and put a nice cap on their career. But after Sunday night, man, I may be more in your favor here.
Yeah, look, it's nothing against them. I love seeing Sting when we see him. I'm enjoying Christian Cage's work because he doesn't wrestle very often at all. Everybody, they using their veterans very well in AEW, but the Hardys just need to fit into that mold a little bit more, man. They need to stop working in the ring and start working with the younger guys in the tag team division on a different level than in the ring. That's all.
Yeah. No, I'm with you there. So we got Matt Hardy here. Jeff Hardy obviously out for injuries potentially. We'll follow up on that story as more news becomes available. But Adam Cole was also announced for this match as well, and nobody knows why Adam Cole was actually pulled from this thing. He did win the Owen Cup on Sunday. I don't know if he's hurt. I think Tony Khan mentioned that Adam Cole was dealing with some nagging injuries. I don't know what the reason for that would be, but he was on commentary tonight. He was on the show, but he did not wrestle in this match where he was originally scheduled to. This was super fun. I love this. I thought this was all over the place, but typically these huge tag team matches are always a lot of chaos and always a lot of fun. Jungle Boy and O'Reilly started off, then Fish and Christian tagged in. About everybody got in this match for a little brief moment here. Jungle Boy took Fish down to the floor with a Hurricane Rana, and then Christian landed a top rope headbutt for 2. Match completely broke down into a brawl. Darby hit a beautiful and absolutely insane dive on Kyle O'Reilly, and Luchasaurus landed his big moonsault as Jungle Boy landed his. Nick dove onto everyone, and we go to commercial break. So we got the Undisputed Elite beating down Christian. They're giving him the heel heat. And then we get a big double reverse DDT here. And that allows him to reach Luchasaurus for the hot tag. Luchasaurus ran wild and everybody. Jungle Boy hopped off his back for a running destroyer, which looked fucking unbelievable. Then Luchasaurus hit a standing moonsault for 2. Hikuleo tagged in for the first time. And he had a nice little stare down with Luchasaurus. They hit simultaneous clotheslines leading to Darby and O'Reilly tagging in. He then gave coffin splashes to both O'Reilly and Fish before hitting a float over stunner. He then went for the coffin drop on Hikuleo, but Hikuleo caught him in midair, and Red Dragon hit an assisted brainbuster on the floor with the help of Hikuleo on Darby Allin. Hardy tagged in, and he did the turnbuckle spot where everybody chants delete on everybody that was on the opposite team. Everybody loved it. LA was fucking loud for all those delete chants. And then Christian took the big man out with a spear. Hikuleo, that is. He tried to do the turnbuckle spot to Matt Hardy on Hikuleo, but that wasn't happening. So Christian took him out with a spear. We got a huge just plethora of big moves here. Finished off by the Bucks doing super kick party. Red Dragon hit the high-low. Bucks hit the Meltzer driver on Jungle Boy for the 1, 2, 3. Most important thing in the match, Jesse, is the tag team champions here took the pinfall loss, and the Young Bucks are the ones to pin the champions. Are we looking at a potential showdown here for the tag team championships between the Bucks and Jurassic Express?
Yes.
And the outcome of that match will be Jurassic Express losing those tag team championships.
Yes.
And the Undisputed Elite will be on their way to owning AEW at that point. Because Omega's going to be back. Omega's going to be back. And Adam Cole just won the Owen Cup. And we got potential Ring of Honor ties in there as well. It's going to be crazy, man.
Yeah. Those trios titles are coming as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see them putting the titles back on the Bucks to do storylines that they want to do for like Forbidden Door and things like that. So yeah, I can see that.
So this was fun. We don't know when Omega is coming back, but Tony Khan did say that Omega is going to factor into the trios championships, and that's the main reason for the holdup. And I absolutely agree with him on that. I think that's a very good reason. Some people may think it's an excuse. Very good reason why he's holding off on those titles. But when you got a potential trio, why would you not want to include them in the inaugural tournament? So that would be foolish of him.
I agree.
So we got this match super fun, and we got the Bucks pinning the tag team champions here in Jurassic Express. Swerve and Keith Lee were backstage. This was a nice little promo by Isaiah Swerve Scott, or Swerve Strickland, I should say. That's his old name that he doesn't go by anymore. But we have them in the back, and he was given a jacket, I believe, Jesse. I didn't really get the name of who was there. Did you get any of the names that was there with Swerve?
Bro, I was so confused by this fucking segment. I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at.
I did not get anybody's name. I didn't write down anybody's name here. But he was handed a jacket, and they cut a promo as a tag team. Him and Keith Lee. Lexi Nair interviewed them. And it was more along the lines of, yes, they are a tag team, but, You know, at any given point, Jesse, they could be a solo act and take on any of the big names individually in AEW. So this is exactly what we said on Sunday. I like the pairing, but they could be individual acts as well. And right now, they're not really factoring into any of the major singles titles. So why not pair them as a tag team until that day comes?
Yeah, that could work. You know, that could work. I don't know. I'm waiting for something. I'm waiting for something to pop with Lee and Swerve, man.
Like
I'm
what?
I'm not sure. There's something as far as chemistry goes, like something to bring them together. I had a thought. What if Lee and Swerve were a part of Stokely's stable?
I could see that. I mean, he would be great representation for sure.
Right.
But
I mean, because the vibe that I get that they're all, because they do so many pics and I see stuff on social media with them, that they're all cool backstage anyway. Swerve, Jade, Keith Lee, I could see them being as one big mega fucking stable, man.
Katarina Willis in the chat. Not one word of the broken Matt or Brother Nero comeback. You are all idiots. The fuck are you talking about, bro?
Why are we getting so many trolls tonight?
What are you talking about? What Brother Nero comeback, you fucking idiot? What are you talking about? Broken Matt? Broken Matt's not coming back. If they do come back, what the fuck's the point? They're fucking injured. And they're old.
We have an extreme amount of fucking trolls.
Jesus fucking Christ. AEW has one great show and you got a bunch of fucking blithering idiots coming out of nowhere. Go watch fucking Monday Night Raw and fucking go to sleep, you fucking idiots. Children. My God. Get the fuck out of my chat, man. Broken Matt Hardy, Brother Nero. Nobody wants to see that. Jesus fucking Christ. Athena, bro. Athena's on the stage being interviewed by Toni Schiavone. She said it's no secret why she's in AEW. She's now the fallen goddess. She said the one wrestler in particular she wants is Jade Cargill. She said all streaks were made to be broken, and she will be the one to break hers. She said she can say whatever she wants because she is the alpha. Jade Cargill then interrupted and said, Toni, cut the shit. She walked out with Kiera Hogan, Red Velvet, and Stokely Hathaway, the former Malcolm Bivens. Jade got in Athena's face. She introduced the best talker in the game, Stokely Hathaway, then said as Jade's publicist, it's his duty to tell her that Jade is a queen, she is a goddess, and she is the TBS champion. All of a sudden, Chris Statlander, Anna Jay come out to stand next to Athena. We got Kiera Hogan and Red Velvet standing across from both of those ladies. Jade is standing across from Athena. And we got a 6-on-6 showdown here, Jesse, with all three of Athena's women, or two of Athena's women, three in total, and all of Jade's crew. What do you foresee coming of this? Athena says she's taking Jade and that title. I don't see that happening.
No, I mean, obviously she's going to, beat the crap out of Hogan. Don't look good for Red Velvet either. And it's going to get us to Athena and Jade, which should be an interesting match, man. I think it's going to come down to chemistry. Can Athena bring Jade, to a great match? Yeah. I'm thinking good things from it because of the size difference. I think if they produce this match the right way, we can get a David versus Goliath type deal in that match.
Yep. And
I think I'm envisioning a really good dynamic between those two. It could be way off. It could be the total opposite. But I'm a fan of matches with the big size differences if they work well together. And I think this is going to be a good one right here.
It's really going to be a testament to how good Athena is in the ring when she gets in there with Jade. A lot of people. A lot of people crying on social media, here's the AEW fucking marks out here using Game Changer again. Athena's going to be on Dark, and she's going to be on Dark within the first 2 weeks of her being on television.
She will.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
We documented this already, from the likes of Bryan to Moxley to Omega to Cody. Cody even worked fucking AEW Dark. Yes. Give me a break. It doesn't really matter. So if she's there, she's there. But it will be a testament to how good she is, and she is very good, to get in there with Jade. A lot of people are very down on her personality. They think she's cringe. She doesn't have really a lot of charisma going for her. It's almost like a geeky charisma, Jesse, that is very...
She can use some help in the charisma.
Yes. It's more like a geeky charisma, but there's nothing wrong with that because she's just like us. She's an avid gamer. She likes fucking comics. She's just like us. So a lot of people are not going to get that and get that tie-in. But with her being there, I mean, if you don't think she's going to help this division overall become stronger, I mean, I don't think you're a fucking bright individual whatsoever. I mean, she's there. She's going to actively, on day one, as soon as she's in the ring, she's going to aid this division more so than a lot of people coming in, Jesse.
Yeah. Her in-ring work is it's not disputed by anyone.
No. She owns, by the way, the second best women's takeover match of all time with Asuka. I just want you guys to know.
No, I can see that. Yeah. She's gonna spend some time on Dark, and if you watch my Dark reviews, please do. You can do so by following me on my channel right there. There we go. If you watch my Dark reviews, I've been saying for a while lately that I think everyone on the entire roster should be working Dark at some point. What I don't like is the repeat names we get on Dark. We get guys and girls on Dark that are going nowhere, not improving in the ring, not gonna make it to TV anytime soon, but we're still seeing them on Dark. I would rather see a bigger revolving door of talent make a way into Dark for a match here and there against some local talent or against some of the talent on the company that needs a big name to wrestle against, but not on a television spotlight. That's what Dark should be. So that's what I'm hoping for. I'm wondering that too. What the fuck did the super chat say?
I don't know. Sulugrim said something was deleted. The trolls are giving me money again. If he gave me a $20 super chat, only for him to delete the fucking super chat. I mean, Jesus Christ, bro. Gas is fucking $5.15 a gallon.
He retracted it, so we can't even see it.
No, it is what it is, man. Listen, I get what you're saying, Jesse, and I think that's right. A lot of people don't take into consideration, and these people don't think before they type, which is not really it's not really surprising coming from the fucking E-drones and the shills. Athena, Jesse, has been off of television since I would say what December or January when she got released. She's wrestled a couple of matches here and there on some local indie shows. I know she's wrestled Thunder Rosa for Warrior Wrestling, if I'm not mistaken.
And a great match. Yes, she
did.
So,
I mean, she obviously, for how great she is going to have some ring rust. So working Dark to get rid of that ring rust before Tony Khan puts her in a ring on national television, why wouldn't you go about that process?
That's perfect. That's exactly where she needs to be. Work on... Look, do I want to see them there every week? No, but it was getting to the point I was looking at Ruby Soho on Dark every week. That's not where she deserves to be.
No.
I want to see people like Soho and Athena and stuff like that. They can do Dark once to twice a month. That's about it.
Yeah.
That's about it. If everyone on that roster does a dark match once or twice a month, that's enough of them to rotate them in and out with lower guys on the card, with local talent, to help showcase them and help draw some numbers to fucking Dark. I mean, if I find out, hey, look, Brian's going to be on Dark this week. Oh, shit, let's see him work a fucking 5-minute match, 10-minute match, whatever. I mean, this is something. So there's nothing wrong with being on Dark. There's a problem with staying on Dark. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is definitely the problem. And I agree 100% with your take there. But Athena is there. And I think, Jesse, we talked about this on Sunday. It feels to me that Statlander and Jade is the final fight scene here for the TBS Championship. I think Statlander, with how over she has become in the last couple of weeks, I think that is the way. And whether it's Athena or Statlander kind of turning to the dark side, I do see Statlander taking that title, and I do see Athena possibly feuding with Statlander, because the whole gimmick of Statlander is all of her friends betrayed her. So I could see Athena being the fallen goddess, kind of turning to the dark side, and Chris Statlander being right again in her assessment of, all these women wanting to befriend her, and then she can't trust anybody.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what they do with Statlander. I'm glad that she's getting bigger reactions because she deserves them.
Yep.
If you have new to hear it, have not heard me say it before, I'm a huge Statlander mark, bro. I am. So if it appears I'm bashing her, trust me, it's just because I want to see more for her. But Statlander needs something. And she needs something that Jade has. Jade cannot work half as well as Chris Statlander, but Jade is a better champion right now.
Yeah. And you guys that's for sure. And also going back to the Athena thing, when Triple H was there before he was removed from Power in NXT, they were working on a heel turn for Athena. So she was going to, and she actually was going to turn heel after Triple H had left as well. And they just dropped the entire gimmick. And then, you know, she went on to do the Chris Van Vliet podcast and document all the fucking terrible happenings backstage. They dropped everything and then had her go back to the old Ember Moon gimmick. And then they promptly took her off television, had her go do the hair, get the outfit, do the theme music, cut a promo. And Vince then said, fuck it, we're taking you off television, ultimately to fire her from WWE. So we could see something along those lines where they just pick up the pieces left there and she applies it to AEW. So we'll see what happens. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Continue to get those super chats in. We got a ton of them to read through, so I see all of them coming in. Thank you guys very much. It's been a very busy night. It was a very huge night for AEW, and we had a large audience here to talk about everything. So I'm glad you guys are joining us here.
Blurry. Why am I blurry?
I don't know. Maybe it's StreamYard. Check that out. It's happening on my end too, but you're coming through. It's just blurry. But thank you guys very much, man. Number one in the community. Thank you so much for sticking with us and making us your destination for AEW Dynamite on Wednesday night right here on OTS. We got Wardlow and JD Drake. This was 1 minute. Basically, nothing more than a sidewalk slam and a power bomb for Wardlow here on JD Drake. And that was it. So Shivani entered the ring to interview Wardlow. Smart Mark Sterling interrupted and said, hold on a second. He came out with about 8 security guards. He said he must be tickled pink about beating up all those security guys. Wardlow took the security guy who handed him an envelope. This dude doesn't watch the product. As Wardlow opened the envelope, Sterling said he was being sued by the American Arena security officials or professionals. He says he's representing them and he'll see them in court. Wardlow powerbombed the one lone security guy, and Mark Sterling yelled, "No, he has a family!" Wardlow ripped up the lawsuit paperwork and shoved it in the guy's mouth. So we have Wardlow officially part of the AEW roster. First match as an AEW superstar. Powerbombs JD Drake, and still continuing the Smart Mark Sterling storyline that he had to deal with all these weeks as Sterling was aligned with MJF. So where do you think where do you think they're going with Wardlow, bro? You think they're going anywhere fast with him, or they're going to take their time, slow and steady, now that he is moved away from MJF?
I don't know, and that's the thing now. Now they have to find something for him to do. All right, because his I mean he got his push. MJF took him as far as he can take him, and now he's off on his own. Big baby face, got to go out there and conquer the world, right? So he's got to go out there and win some gold, man. So I can see Scorpio Sky in his future for sure.
I could, yep.
You know, absolutely. But they gotta do something interesting with him. They need to find a good heel to work him with, because he's over right now as a baby face. So I'm not sure where they go. I'm kind of interested to see what they got planned for.
Yeah, according to some news outlets in the community, Wardlow had new theme music written for him, and we don't know if that will be used at all. But I was hoping for new theme music, being that he is now a full-fledged AEW superstar after this MJF storyline. I am not a fan of Wardlow's current theme music. I was hoping for a change. I don't think it really fits him. I think it's kind of lame. And I was hoping for something a little bit more catchy and something a little bit more recognizable as far as he is concerned. But that was being reported, and I don't know if that's ever going to be a thing for Wardlow. So I hope it is.
Yeah, that was one of the first things I was looking for when he came out, with no security guards, and it was quiet. Like, okay, here we go. They're gonna debut some new music.
Yeah,
and then it was the same stuff, and I was seriously like, no, this was the perfect time to give him his own music. You know, that was the shitty music that MJF gave him. Where's this new music? And I went online to look, And that's when I found when I sent you. I guess they made some, but it didn't make it. I didn't make it yet. They're not done with it. I don't know. You got to talk to Mikey, man.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got something cooking up in the studio. But Wardlow, man, a TNT title, I think that's a very good road for him to take. Or maybe even, you know, again, we don't know where Miro is going to fit in. Maybe we get Wardlow and Miro to kind of clash against each other on AEW Dynamite.
That's a bad mixture right
That's
there.
a bad match there.
Yeah, right. For right now, it is. Neither one of those guys can lose.
Maybe Miro takes the TNT title, and maybe we have Wardlow versus Miro for the TNT title.
Yeah. That's an awesome feud. You know, definitely a feud to do, but not right now. Neither one of those guys can lose right now.
We got Dan Lambert, Scorpio Sky, and Ethan Page. They cut a promo backstage. Lambert said Dante Martin has a lot of potential, and at his best, he might someday be as good as Ethan Page. Sky says he wants him to enjoy his California vacation because on Friday, he'll get his ass handed to him by the face of TNT. Dante walked up to him and said he thinks he is better than him right now, and on Rampage, he is going to prove it. So we have a nice little showdown happening on Friday night. And what happened with Scorpio Sky, Jesse? You said he named the title after the LA, some management in Los Angeles as part of the Lakers?
He named the title Genie.
Genie. Who is Genie?
After Genie Bus.
Who to the Lakers?
Owner.
The owner of the Lakers. He named the TNT title after the owner of the Lakers.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, he did.
So he's got a Laker-inspired title, and he's got a Laker-inspired name.
Yep.
There you go. Scorpio Sky must be a fan of the LA Lakers. There you go.
He is.
I guess he's not pleased with the Golden State Warriors in the finals, huh?
SCU, man. SCU to the day he dies, man. He definitely named that title after Genie Bus. I thought that was fucking hilarious.
There you go. We got a tag team match. Ruby Soho and Toni Storm. Toni Storm. Toni Storm, bro.
I don't get all this Toni Storm love when she was in the ring with Jamie Hayter, man.
Toni Storm, man. She's in the ring there with Ruby Soho against Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, bro. Good old Jamie Hayter, man. Now I'm struggling. I'm struggling to figure out why everybody wanted to see this match for a second time, Jesse. I don't understand it. Can somebody fill me in here, man?
This is dude. They can. I don't care how many times they run this fucking match. They can run it every week.
Listen, I have the overwhelming sensation at this late hour, man, for some cake.
Where's Tony Brown? Is he here?
Tony Brown already gave a super chat, man. He already said, Jesse and JD, you already know, he says.
Okay, all right. There we go. We know which one he was talking about. Okay, good.
Bro, I have this overwhelming sensation for cake at this hour, man. Maybe a late night snack. I don't know.
Ooh, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Gotta love it.
Listen, man. I love all these women in this match. This was great. Britt Baker made her entrance. Jamie Hayter out there with Rebel. Toni Storm and Ruby Soho come out. Very good tag team match that these four ladies had on Rampage not too long ago. And this was just as good. And we got a very competitive match here with the team of Ruby Soho and Toni Storm getting the victory. And Ruby Soho getting at least some revenge on Britt Baker following Sunday's pay-per-view. Storm and Baker started off. Storm was on fire here, forcing Baker to tag out quickly to Jamie Hayter. Soho came in as well. And Hayter with Baker worked together to establish control here for the heel team. Baker gave her a neck breaker on the floor. We go to commercial break. Soho fighting back here, hits a back suplex, reached Storm for the hot tag. She ran wild on both opponents until Jamie Hayter countered a tornado DDT with a DDT of her own on the floor. Soho took out Hayter with an absolutely vicious crossbody flying off the top rope. Jamie Hayter hit that mat, and you heard splat. Oh, my goodness. Baker came in.
Hayter. Dude,
she takes some great fucking bumps, man. Let me tell you.
Right. Don't she take she takes a lot of stiff bumps, man.
This is exactly what we want from the ladies in the ring, man. Jamie Hayter is perfect. Love it.
In every way.
Yes.
Every way.
Yes, I agree. So we get, bro, get your mind out of the gutter. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
We got a job to do here, man. Diving crossbody. Baker then comes in with a sling blade on Soho. Back in the ring, Storm took out Baker with the German. Hayter smashed Soho with a vicious backbreaker. Baker hit a butterfly suplex on Soho, but was rolled up for a 2. Soho hit her, no future for a near fall. Baker hung on after the kick out, put on her glove randomly out of nowhere and tried for the lockjaw. She tried to
put that glove.
I don't know where it came from.
Keep that
Maybe
glove?
she's a fucking wizard, bro. I don't know.
No shit. I was wondering, like, where did she pull that glove from?
You know, Becky Lynch wants to claim she's a magician, bro, but I'm wondering that about Britt Baker too. You know.
And I gotta tell you, as I'm watching this match, I kept going back and thinking to where, you know, someone in the chat or you were saying that it looked like that Britt Baker's in-ring work has dwindled a little bit, and I don't see any in that match, man.
I don't know, man. Maybe I was just over-examining things on Sunday night. I don't know. She's
good.
not bad. I never said she's bad, but
I know. I mean, she looks. I'm looking at the scale of Britt. I'm not trying to compare to anyone else. Just looking at from where she started to what we got used to, and I don't see any change in her game as it stands right now. She's
you know what also helps here too. The fact that she's been with Jamie Hayter for a while now as a tandem, as a unit, and then she's in there with one of her legit best friends in Toni Storm, who Britt Baker lobbied for Toni Storm to be brought into the company in the first place, I'm assuming. So, I mean, she's in there with people that she knows, and obviously in Toni Storm, very good friends with Toni Storm. So the level of match is going to be there for Britt because of who she's in the ring with. And I think you said that on Sunday night. It all depends on the dance partner that you have.
Yeah. And I'm for every match I've seen with Britt Baker as of late, man, I'm like, she looks like Britt Baker. You know, I'm not saying she's out there, you know, tearing the world down, you know, of women's wrestling. I'm saying that she looks good, and she looks 10 times better than the way she started, and she's perfectly fine right now. She's good.
Yeah, she's all right. I didn't say she was terrible, but there was a little moment there after the Rosa feud where I felt like, hey, is she giving it all that she has here? Is there a little hesitation on her behalf? I don't know. Maybe it's just me over-examining things like I usually do, but
no, I still feel like that she's over-babied and slowly becoming the Charlotte Flair of AEW. I'm not taking that back just yet. But for right now, you know, her in-ring work looks perfectly fine. Man.
And speaking of which, there was no Thunder Rosa on the show tonight as your women's champion. So I just want to make that aware to everybody as well.
Instead, we get Athena that came out just to get interrupted in her promo.
Yes.
Instead of the champion.
Maybe we'll see Thunder Rosa on Rampage. I don't know. But Baker here, she went for the lockjaw. She tried to cradle out of it, did Ruby Soho, but an assist from Hayter gave Baker a cradle attempt for a near fall of her own. Soho kicked out. Baker hit a swinging neck breaker on Ruby. Miscommunication between Hayter and Baker led to Soho hitting Destination Unknown for the win, and Britt Baker is pinned on Dynamite. Ruby Soho gets her victory back over Britt for Sunday night and the Owen final. And that was pretty much it. Hayter attacked Soho with the Owen Hart Cup belt after the match, and the heels Jesse remained on top in the post-match attack.
Yeah, I'm not a fan when WWE does that. I'm not a fan of it here. I mean, who won the match?
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? You won, but then you get, you know, pummeled right after it. I don't know. I was never a fan of that kind of thing. If you win the match, you should. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. But
Barry Goldwater in the chat, love calling these fucking pieces of shit out. He says, man, y'all are some perverted motherfuckers. Clearly, Barry Goldwater, you don't watch the fucking show on a weekly basis. Who the fuck are you calling perverted, bro? Know our sense of humor before you come into our chat and start spewing bullshit. Get him the fuck out. That's all I got to say about that. Nobody knows how to. Everybody else is laughing but Barry Goldwater. Sorry, bro. I'll make my channel an all-Christian channel, and I'll come wearing a fucking priest outfit next time. You fucking piece of shit. All right? I'll give out fucking communion and douse everybody with fucking holy water. How about that? Fucking Christ. Anyway, moving on.
But yeah, dude. Oh, what else happened in that match? I had another note for that match. So, Britt Baker and Athena, and yeah, they beat him down like right after the match. I mean, there goes the little shine that they get, but little surprised that Princess Britt took the pin there.
Yeah,
I'm happy. Good.
Well, I mean, she won the Owen Cup, bro. What difference does it make?
Won the Owen Cup, and they said that these are not defendable titles that they're carrying now. They made that clear tonight too. Yeah. I mean, I sent you a text about that.
Yes, I know.
We'll get into it later, man. But There's too many. There's too many already.
Speaking of belts, Battle of the Belts has been announced for August 5th.
Oh my God, dude.
Hopefully round 3 is better than round 1 or round 2.
I'm gonna pull up that text I sent you. Here we go. The AEW title, the TNT title, the AEW women's title, the TBS title, the AEW tag titles, the FTW title, the men's Owen title, the women's Owen title, the ROH title, the ROH TV title, the ROH tag titles, the trios titles are coming. These are all titles that are being carried out on AEW television right now. That is way too many titles for a show that has 3 hours of TV a week.
All right, bro. I think maybe you're over-examining things. Ring of Honor is eventually going to get its own show and whatever it's got to do on its own. So those titles, you'll see them every now and then on AEW television to kind of cross-promote, but they're not going to be a staple on the show.
They will still be on AEW TV, even when ROH finally does get their own show.
But they'll have their own roster.
So we get a roster split? We get a brand split?
No, we're not gonna have a brand. No, we're not gonna have a brand split. We're gonna have a Ring of Honor dedicated roster.
Right.
But we're not we're not getting a brand split. It's 2 different promotions.
Right.
WWE operates the brand split under WWE, Raw and SmackDown. That's a brand split. It's one company. These are 2 companies having 2 separate shows.
Oh, okay. It's I don't see the damn difference, man. They're all owned by Vince.
This, by the way, is the same guy that said MJF was going to beat Wardlow at Double or Nothing, man. Well, how well did that go? And this was the same guy who weeks before that claimed that CM Punk was a part-timer. Now that part-timer is your world champion.
You were the guy that was too much of a pussy to take the bet.
I should have taken the bet. I would have won 10 power bombs deep, bro.
Yeah, maybe you would have, man. Maybe you should have taken the fucking bet.
Bro, listen, man. I agree with you, man. Trios titles, and that's it. That's all we need. I hear this fucking talk of everybody wanting women's tag team titles in AEW. Why? Why would you even wish for the same fate to come to AEW like you see in WWE? Do you see how well it's working out over there? Soon as it happens, Jesse, we get those titles. Oh my God, it's so great! And then for fucking 1 minute, they'll be important, and then they'll be unimportant.
It looks like they're coming. The more they bring in these tag teams, they are pairing women together more. I think we're gonna get women's tag team titles, man.
No to women's tag team. I'll fucking go to the show, man, and pick it like Juice Robinson used to do in NXT. No to tag team titles.
Yeah, but don't want them. I don't agree with it, but I think they're coming, man.
All right, we'll see what happens. But we got AEW Rampage on Friday. We got the Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers happening. That's enough to tune in right there. Athena's debut and the TNT title will be on the line. Scorpio Sky will defend against Dante Martin. And on Dynamite Wednesday, Jesse, we got 1 match already announced. Hangman Page will go one-on-one with David Finlay.
Okay.
Not familiar with David Finlay, huh?
Nope.
The son of Fit Finlay?
Oh, is that who
Yes.
Is it? Is his son?
Yes. I believe so, yes.
Does he work somewhere else right now?
Who? David Finlay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was with Juice Robinson on Impact TV.
Oh, he's on Impact. Okay.
I think so. I don't know if they're working there anymore. I think he's the son of Fit Finlay. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to come out here and state something as fact that I'm obviously wrong, but I would assume so with the last name, right?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't want to assume. I don't know.
Somebody will tell me, though. Somebody will let us know in the chat. Yeah, Fit Finlay's son, says Shakoi. Thank you. All right, I was right.
But that confirms it because Shakoi said
yes,
so?
of course. Why would he? Shakoi's a VIP, bro. Why would he be wrong?
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go. He is. Look, there you go. Look, I'm right. I'm a fucking wizard, bro.
Yeah.
Jericho and William Regal were on commentary for the main event. John Moxley and Daniel Garcia. Wow, this was great.
Killer.
This was an excellent, hard-hitting match. Everything you'd expect out of 2 guys that are probably going to be in blood and guts. Jericho
Let me tell you what I saw. I saw in Daniel Garcia someone that Regal just had to flip a goddamn coin and pick between Garcia and Yuta.
Yeah.
Like he legit did not know, man.
Yeah. Daniel Garcia could fit into the Blackpool Combat Club any day of the week.
Any day.
This was a hard-hitting match. Jericho and William Regal were on commentary. They added a lot of humor to the commentary booth, and they did not really overstay their welcome. I thought they were both very pleasant on commentary, really selling the blood and guts match that is happening in a month's time. So we got Moxley had the upper hand. Apparently he had stitches after the Anarchy in the Arena match, which came into play in this match because he was bleeding buckets of blood in this match. Garcia would try to come back with strikes on Moxley. Moxley had obviously the size, the power, and the stamina advantage here. Moxley went for the paradigm shift. Garcia drove him out of the ring and sent him into the steel steps on the outside and kicked them into Moxley's leg. Moxley's forehead was busted open after being cut on Sunday. So Garcia hit an avalanche back suplex for 2. Moxley countered a sharpshooter attempt and then hit an X-plex. Shout out to Pete Dunne, Butch, who is not himself anymore on SmackDown on Friday night. Garcia into the steel steps, back in the ring. Moxley hit a top rope butterfly. Yes, he did an X-plex onto Garcia on top of the steel steps, and it looked fucking brutal. Back in the ring, Moxley hit a top rope butterfly suplex. He goes for a near fall. Garcia kicks out. He laid in some big anvil elbows and a rear naked choke. Garcia rolled out of it and laid in some elbows of his own, mimicking Moxley's anvil elbows. Garcia applied a rear naked choke, but Moxley rolled through and applied an armbar. Garcia wrestled out of it, forcing Moxley to the ropes with a submission. Out of nowhere, Moxley got a cradle and a near fall. He then hit a German. Garcia came back with a German of his own and a stuff pile driver for a 2 count. Moxley fought out of another sharpshooter attempt, and they traded strikes back and forth in the ring. They're on the outside again. Garcia hopped on Moxley's back, and they fell backwards over the timekeeper's table. Jericho all of a sudden gets up from commentary, runs down the ramp. He runs to the ring to distract Moxley, but Moxley hit the paradigm shift and applied the bulldog choke for the win. And Eddie Kingston ran so fucking fast down the ramp, he almost fell and tripped over himself trying to run at Jericho. I don't know if anybody caught that.
I thought we had a Titus World Slide.
Something was going to happen. And thank God he fucking caught himself. He landed on Jericho against the ring apron, and they beat the shit out of Jericho. There's a big brawl there. They get into the ring. Moxley's bleeding. He gets on the microphone. He said he wanted blood and guts. You guys want blood and guts? You got it. Jericho versus Ortiz was announced for Road Rager in 2 weeks, hair versus hair, and blood and guts was confirmed for 4 weeks from now on June 29th. That is the Wednesday following the Forbidden Door pay-per-view. And Tony Khan tweeted during this show, Jesse, while the main event was happening, that TNT, Time Warner, TBS, gave him an overrun for as long as they needed for this match. So it ended around 10:02, 10:03. And listen, man, that's all. If Cole and Hardy got anywhere close to that, it would have been decent. But the fact that this match went an extra 2 or 3 minutes over the 10 o'clock hour, man, it made a world of a difference.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. I loved everything about this fucking show.
The show was great. This was easily one of the best dynamites that they've ever put on.
Yeah, man. And since my memory is terrible, I mean, it's going to have to be the greatest Dynamite for me of all time until I go back and watch one that was a candidate, man. It was just a fucking fantastic show. We got surprises. We got Forbidden Door Bill. We got the fucking promo of the decade. You know, we got a match with fucking Moxley and Daniel Garcia. What a fucking show.
And the thing is,
bro, happened in 2 hours.
I know. Fastest 2 hours on weekly wrestling television. And the funny thing is, bro, you know, they got 4 more weeks of Forbidden Door build. Can you imagine what the arena is going to feel like and sound like when you see those Okada bucks flying from the fucking ceiling, bro?
When you see Okada
he
has to
in
show
the next
up.
4 weeks, bro, he has to show up.
Yep. And then don't forget, I think we see Kenny before Forbidden Door. I know I'm hearing the rumors that he might not be ready. I think that's all part of the rumors or whatever, the work. Kenny Omega will be at Forbidden Door.
And what do we do with Kenny Omega if he is at the Forbidden Door? I know him and Ospreay tease something, man. If it's Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, and then, bro, if you got Kenny Omega versus Will Ospreay, Bryan Danielson versus Kazuchika Okada, and CM Punk versus Hiroshi Tanahashi on the same fucking card,
man.
I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, man. I don't know if you're Alfred or not, but you better shut your fucking mouth.
Man.
Holy shit.
Bro, TK is not one to say, well, I got their money, I sold it out. No, I can just give him whatever I want. No, he's about to fucking deliver some shit.
As long as it's not 5 hours long, please.
I don't care if it's 5 hours long. I said this on my show. They don't do pay-per-views frequently enough for me to complain about a long show. If they did a pay-per-view once a month and it's 4 to 5 hours each show, yeah. If I gotta wait 4 months to get 1 5-hour show, I'm fine with it. As long as I have to come here and do a 3-hour live review with your ass after.
Listen, man, that review did big numbers, man. What the fuck are you complaining about? You made a lot of people happy, man.
It was fun. It was fun. I know I complain a lot about that stream, but it was fun, man. I was just fucking beat. But we had a lot of fun that day.
And we had a lot of fun tonight, guys. Thank you so much for making us #1 in the IWC, man. I know there were a lot of other people talking about this huge night. And by the numbers, man, and by the end of it all, we were #1 as soon as we hit the air tonight, man. Thank you guys so very much. Of course, I got the stats in front of me because Hoop Media is my analyst, and I was filled in on all the analytics behind the scenes, bro. You know Hoop Media, right?
Yeah, overrated.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you hanging out tonight. It's making us the destination for your Wednesday Night Dynamite post show. Hit that thumbs up, man. We got 1,600 likes. Can we get anywhere close to 2,000? Make sure you guys do that, man. We usually ask for 1,000. Can we do 1,000 on top of 1,000? And we do 2,000 likes on tonight's OTS AEW Dynamite post show. Super chats in the room. We're going to go over them in just a second. New memberships. Thank you guys so much. Continue to join the VIP club. Follow us on social media. I'm JD from NY206 on Twitter. We just hit 40,000 followers on Twitter. Thank you guys very much. Follow Jesse at Chi-Town Smart. And make sure you guys go check out all the other content on the channel. Monday Night Raw post show is live on Monday. We did OTS 432 on Sunday. We did Double or Nothing on Sunday. I did an extra today documenting some new late information in the Sasha Banks Naomi situation. Apparently all communication has stopped between them, Jesse.
Sounds about right.
Sounds good.
I mean, they're both still mad, you know?
Good. Be mad.
Sasha and Naomi are fucking mad as hell. WWE are trying to make examples out of them and everything else. You know, it's fine.
So
They're gonna let them walk out, and they're gonna lose big time.
Oh, yeah. So make sure you guys go check that out on the channel right now, man, on the homepage if you missed any of that stuff. Let's start at the top here. We got D Bastardo with a $5 super chat. JD, I love AEW, but I need bigger stories to boost the women and less predictable Dynamite shows. Maybe I'm expecting too much. What you guys think? Bastardo, I don't know what you're talking about as far as predictable Dynamite shows, but
yeah, exactly. I don't know what you're talking about there, but I agree with you.
Tonight was one of the most unpredictable Dynamite shows that we've got in a long time, man. Come on. Did you expect Tanahashi to come out? Did you expect MJF to fucking cut promo of the decade here? I mean, come on.
I agree with you on the women. The women do need to be booked strong.
Thank you for your $5, brother. Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Joseph Taylor. MJF cut promo of the year. Yes, he did. Tony Brown with a $4.99 super chat. Talk about fucking pipe bomb, says Tony Brown. And then he gives another $4.99 super chat. JD and Jesse, y'all already know. Oh, I know.
There it is. Okay.
I know, Tony Brown. I know you know, and you know we know.
Yes. Jamie.
Tony.
No, he was talking about Jamie, man.
Now he's talking about Tony.
Oh, whatever.
He's talking about Tony. Tony is exquisite, bro. I'm sorry. Sorry. She's 10 out of 10 for me. Jonathan McCardle, 1999 super chat. Thank you, Jonathan. Hello from the SIP, JD. Been watching you for as long as you have had this podcast. Also, just wanted to let you know and the OTS family that I lost my mother yesterday. Thoughts and prayers are appreciated. Jonathan, listen, brother. I hate hearing comments like that, man. I really do. The fact that you are here and you're watching us and taking your mind off of all of that for just a little bit, man, it means the world to me and Jesse. Everybody in the OTS venue right now, man, everybody in the chat, I want to see those prayer emojis for Jonathan. Thoughts and prayers to his family and him for the loss of his mother, man. Sorry to hear that, brother.
Sucks.
D Bastardo with a $2 super chat. Jeff Hardy and Punk 3-month build at All Out. D Bastardo, I don't know what you've been drinking, brother. Whatever you're drinking, bro, serve me and Jesse a triple, please.
Oh, God.
My God, man.
I don't want to drink any of that shit.
Maybe Bruce is his bartender, man. I don't know.
I'm drinking something that leads me to want to see a Jeff Hardy match with Punk. I'm not drinking that shit.
Tony Brown with another $4.99 super chat. He says, OMG, the booty.
Right. Jamie.
Yes, Tony.
Is it?
Come on, bro. Joseph Taylor with a $2 super chat. I hope we get blood and guts at Forbidden Door. Joseph Taylor, you might have missed the announcement at the end of the show. Why would it be at Forbidden Door, man? Nothing about that match screams Forbidden Door. Come on, bro. What are you drinking? What, Bastardo's drinking, Joseph? Come on.
Yeah, don't drink that shit.
Eli with a $5 super chat. Got to see the Sammy and Cody ladder match in Cleveland, and now I get to see blood and guts in the Motor City. I can't wait. Yeah, Detroit's getting some fucking solid shit lately, man. Holy shit.
Detroit, man. How come Chicago never gets any good shows? What the fuck, man?
Clearly, Jesse's been drinking what Bastardo's drinking, too. Holy shit.
Yeah, really.
Dwayne Jackson with a $5 super chat. Why is Johnny Elite all of a sudden Johnny Jobber? Because he's not really Johnny Elite, that's why. He's Johnny, let me get the quick payday for Wednesday, and I'll go back to AAA.
Maybe he hits a little losing skid and then brings in his wife, and then she gets him on track.
It's a possibility. Thank you, Dwayne Jackson. Michelle Moran with a $5 super chat. A show for the ages, she says. Damn great show. Blood and guts. It's now official. Punk gets Tanahashi, and I bet Bryan gets Okada. And MJF pulling out nukes. Love MJF. Everybody loves MJF.
Yes.
Sean Crockett with a 20 in Super Chat. Good evening, JD and Jesse. Awesome show. Loved Dynamite. I was on the edge of my seat for the whole thing. I have an early morning and we'll watch the review tomorrow. Keep up the awesome job. Love OTS. Thank you guys. Sean Crockett, thank you so much, brother. Get some sleep. Have a good day at work tomorrow. We'll see you in the AM, man. We got... Wow, there's a lot of prayer emojis going right now. Alex Perez, $4.99 super chat. Sunday was my first AEW show. Friday will be my second. Already can't wait for them to come back to the West Coast, take my money, and give it to MJF.
And they gave LA a show, didn't they?
They did, man. It almost felt like a Grand Slam show. It was 16,000, nearly 16,000 people in attendance, man, for that show. That's a big fucking deal.
The capacity for the Kia Forum is only 17,000, man.
They nearly sold that shit out.
Yep. And maybe they did sell it out depending on the setup too, because that setup doesn't include wrestling.
Yeah, and the stage was smaller tonight.
Yeah,
to accommodate more fans.
Yep.
Dwayne Jackson with a $20 super chat. With MJF saying what he said and having the top executives from Warner and Discovery there. MJF throwing Tony under the bus, throwing F-bombs like crazy. Does this hurt or help in renegotiating a new deal? Bro, the fact that they were there only plays into the fucking work.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's a work. I mean, we can stop wondering what's this is a fucking work. No millionaire, billionaire, anybody who owns anything will let somebody go out there and disparage them in public and it not be scripted. MJF would not have been at this show tonight if everything that happened over the weekend was real. No way on the fucking planet.
Shira Kazama Mishiyama with a new membership. I probably butchered your name, but I appreciate becoming a new member in the venue. Shira, what are you drinking tonight? Johnny Angel or $1.99 super chat. What are some of your favorite foods and restaurants? I love Italian. I love Mexican. I love Asian fusion. I love me a nice filet mignon, man, with nice mashed potatoes, grilled asparagus, or green beans. That's my ideal meal. If I was to choose one meal, bro, it would either be that or a nice fucking hearty pasta dish of some sort.
I can see that. I don't know. I like. If we talking restaurants.
I guess so. He said, "What's your favorite restaurant? What are your favorite foods and restaurants?"
I like a good steakhouse.
Yeah.
I also like Japanese hibachi steak.
Yes, that's delicious too. Yes.
Yes, I love a good Japanese hibachi grill, man.
Yes.
I mean, any day of the week. That is so good. So good. Other than that, though, man, I love them all.
Bro, there's a Benihana 5 minutes from where I'm living.
There you go. Yeah, we got one of those out here, man. We got two in my area, but we got another local spot that I think is better than our Benihana. But I like different kinds of cuisines, man. Italian restaurant, give it to me. A good, authentic Mexican restaurant, bring it on. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Definitely. Those are more my flavor palettes right there. Some Asian fusion, man. I love the ginger. I love the sesame.
Yeah.
I love all that shit, man. That shit gets my mouth watering before you even fucking start speaking about it. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Perez with the $4.99. Dwayne Jackson with the 20. Thank you guys very much. Shira, thank you for the new membership. Gary the New Man with a $20 super chat. One hell of a pipe bomb, but for me, it had some holes in his argument. 225 characters isn't enough to explain. We'll do it in the comments after. All right, Gary, I'll be looking forward to it, man. I don't know why you had a slight problem with MJF's nuke tonight, but I look forward to it. Drizzy Drew with a $4.99 super chat. TK, better have paid him that Roman Reigns money. Man, MJF left me speechless. Might have also turned him babyface a bit with the underpaid lines. You think he's on his way to becoming the babyface in this thing, Jesse? Or is Punk going to be the obviously going to Chicago, Punk's going to be the babyface, but over a long-term period, do you see MJF potentially becoming the babyface here?
No. I saw those, those thoughts being floated out there. I just don't think MJF can pull it off. I don't think he can go back from where the path he's laid out as he's been a heel. There's just no way he can get cheered everywhere because he turned the face. He's just too much of a dick. The closest thing to a baby face I think we're ever gonna get from MJF was when he was with Cody. When Cody was a baby face, but he was still a heel to everyone else, but a baby face to Cody. I think that's the closest we're gonna get to a MJF baby face.
We got Johnny Angel with a $1.99 super chat. Thoughts on the band Korn? Something I used to listen to in high school, bro. Not anymore. My favorite Korn song, by the way, is I would say Follow the Leader, Freak on a Leash. It's my favorite Korn song. Probably one of the best music videos I've ever seen as well. Gary the New Man with a $10 super chat.
Hold on, one second. I'm sorry. I think one of the things that's gonna make it almost impossible for MJF to be a babyface is because when he says babyface things, they come off as sarcastic and not genuine because we know he's a dick under it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he put the tweets he put out, earlier this year when he was praising Bruce Pritchard's, story. He just sounds like a fucking sarcastic dick.
Yeah, there are just some guys you look at as babyface and heel for the duration of their career. MJF is talented enough to be a babyface, but it's not going to be a true babyface. He is always going to be a heel, and I don't think he should ever turn babyface for the duration of his career.
No.
Gary the New Man with a $10 super chat. Will this be the beginning of AEW's own version of Stone Cold versus Vince? So it's a possibility. I don't know what Tony Khan's got conjuring up in that fucking sick mind of his, but
Could be.
Could be, yeah.
I don't see TK getting in a ring, but he could have a proxy.
Yep.
Could be.
Cesar Tavera with a $5 super chat. At the forum today, absolutely electric. Hope you all felt it through the screen. Oh, we did, Cesar. Yeah. You guys were fucking loud all night, man. Hopefully you kept that same energy for Rampage.
Great job out there.
Vincent Tarantini with a $9 super chat. Make that OTS belt from your intro. I have one. It's on my wall.
You do?
AWDS. Matt from Wrestle Rumble got me a belt, yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You got to make custom belt. Yeah, maybe bringing it to the meet and greet next time. If we do a meet and greet in Chicago, people can take pictures of it. Wearing it.
That's something I want to bring up too. I don't know how many people we got here from Chicago or near Chicago or close to it, anywhere around it. Because I thought about doing a meet and greet at a movie theater for AEW pay-per-view. So depending on how many people would, centralize to a movie theater for a big pay-per-view, I was wondering how many people would actually come out to do it. So one of my followers on Twitter brought that up. I thought that was a pretty damn good idea.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know what's going on because I signed up for media tickets for Forbidden Doors, so I haven't really heard back from them yet. Them being AEW, but I don't think anybody in the community has gotten word on their media tickets yet. So I will keep you guys updated if I'm going to be in Chicago or not. Moving on here, Vincent Tarantini, thank you so much, brother. AEW Dynamite was awesome. JD and Jesse #1. Can't wait to bring my OTS sign to another event when I can. Thank you, Vincent.
Awesome. Thanks.
Raging Girl Gamer with a 21-month re-up. Thank you so much, Rage. MJF is a work. LOL, but seriously, whether this is a work or real, it gets more eyes on AEW more than ever. Should TK respond? I think so. He will eventually have to respond, yes.
Yeah. You know what? I'm seeing a lot of Kiera Hogan appearances. I wonder what's going on with Diamante.
No, Kiera Hogan and Athena have real life heat. Do they? For what?
I don't know.
Diamante tweeted something out apparently that was very bizarre. Look that up, Jesse. Maybe she deleted it or not. I don't know. Look it up for me because I know I seen it float on my Twitter today during the show. It was something very weird about backstage in AEW.
It seems like her girl's getting pushed and she's getting shoved out.
Yeah.
She's not even on Dark anymore.
No. Rage, thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate it. 3 months away from that gold microphone. I may have to make some new emojis, man. Some different color emojis. Maybe we'll make a platinum microphone for 48 months or something. Shell Joan with a $20 super chat. No message. Thank you, Shell. Tan May with a 30-month re-up. Oh, my goodness. MJF cut the promo of the decade. Absolutely, Tan May. Neb with a 3-month re-up. WWE needs to take notes. That's how you do a show after a pay-per-view. Also, people thinking MJF would cut a promo in WWE like he did tonight are clowns. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, not happening.
MJF would have had the microphone cut off within fucking 10 seconds, man. Blaze with a $4.99 super chat. This MJF TK thing is a shoot work. I'm sure they are planning something big, and I can't wait. Gary, the new man with a $10 super chat. That delicious Hayter and Toni cake, JD. Yes. Absolutely. With sprinkles and a cherry on top, man. Shell John with the $4.99 super chat. I couldn't send no message on my first super chat. Don't know why. I don't know why either, man. That's a YouTube thing, brother.
All right. She tweeted, maybe you mean this one was 4 hours ago. It says, welcome to AEW where people stop being polite and start getting real.
I don't know what the fuck that means. That was clearly tweeted after the Athena segment.
Well, that's a tag. That's the tagline for the real world. But what it means in what context, I don't know. Is it about the heat with Athena and Kiera Hogan or something? I don't know.
Possibly. We don't know. Don't want to make assumptions here.
Yeah, definitely an assumption. We don't know for sure, but I do know that Diamante's been very absent from Dark as of late, and Kiera Hogan's been on TV as of late. So I don't know.
Yeah, Shell, that's a YouTube thing. I don't know what to tell you there as far as not sending a message. Johnny Angel with a $1.99 super chat. As a kid, what music did you listen to? Johnny Angel, my dad grew us up on Journey, Rush, Jethro Tull, Van Halen, and the likes of that. But Led Zeppelin, obviously, Pink Floyd, Collective Soul, anything in that genre of classic rock. And then, obviously, I moved on to my own thing, and that was the gateway for me to find, bands like Metallica, and Slayer, and all that stuff. So, Snoop Dogg, yeah. I appreciate Snoop Dogg, bro. I appreciate Snoop Dogg. Dr. Dre.
Snoop got a new album coming out this summer, too.
Should be interesting.
Really should.
Maybe Sasha's on it.
Yeah. You know what, man? He just bought the rights to Death Row Records, man. He's gonna drop something on Death Row.
There you go.
So maybe she will be.
Johnny Angel, thank you so much. RB065 with a $5 super chat. The TV Network Executive Committee are going to say, take my money after tonight. Awesome show. Alex Perez with a $1.99 super chat. What will Cody have to do on Sunday to top AEW? I don't think he can. Neither him or Seth are going off the cage, so... I mean off the cage on the top. They may do the stereotypical Shawn Michaels flop from the cage off the side. So we'll see what happens there. But that show is looking so lame, man. There's not one SmackDown match as of now on that entire show.
Oh my God, dude.
Bobby Trizzle with a $5 super chat. Daddy Magic's voice. JD is the wizard of the IWC and sports entertainment. Promo of the decade by MJF. Redeemer is back. OTS #1. Thank you, Bobby.
I just text you a picture that AEW on TV just put up a little bit ago with Jamie Hayter in the top left corner.
Oh yeah, I didn't get any text yet.
Oh my God, dude.
We will see. I'm God. Let me get it first. Bobby Trezzle, thank you so much, man. Joseph Taylor with a $5 super chat. I got one thing to say. One, Cody Rhodes build AEW to bring back professional wrestling. Seth is an idiot if he thinks Cody Rhodes built AEW to kill WWE. Taking it a little bit too serious there, Joseph Taylor. Slow your roll, bro. Oh, I got a text from Jess. Let me see what I'm looking at here. We got
God.
What am I looking at here?
Oh.
Yes, bro. Jamie Hayter is a very beautiful woman. I get it. Man. Yes.
I'll just like this so everyone else can see it.
MGM Bowling with a $9.99 super chat. Haven't been around in a week because I didn't want to see any spoilers until finally watching Double or Nothing yesterday. Glad to be back. Also glad that MJF stuff is a storyline. I got goosebumps from his promo. MGM Bowling, it is so good to have you back in the venue, bro. Frank Aquilino with a $4.99 super chat. Great review on Sunday. I love the 5-hour pay-per-views. I feel like I get my money's worth. Awesome promo by MJF tonight. Thank you so much, Frank. Kern Clock with a $4.99 super chat times 2. Tony wasn't playing with the new stage. Ramp camera angles all over. Feel of the show. Look great. One of the best, if not the best Dynamite ever. Yes. Tonight felt different, man. It was better than the pay-per-view. I agree.
Nah, I wasn't better than the pay-per-view.
It flowed better. It flowed better.
Man, those guys put a lot of fucking work in that pay-per-view.
Frank Aquilino with a $4.99 super chat. Britt has dogged it in matches with Rosa, Statlander, Conti, Storm, and Soho. It's like she doesn't want to wrestle anymore. She's killing the division.
Who is?
Britt.
I wouldn't say that much now. She's not killing the division as of yet. I said she's becoming the new Charlotte.
That's what
Frank
Aquilino says.
Oh, not there yet, bro. Relax, man.
Jerry Ramirez with a $9.99 super chat. I was at the show tonight, my first ever pro wrestling show. Best experience ever. AEW will do that to you, Jerry Ramirez. Now you know when AEW comes back to town, you know where you're going to be. Tyler B with a $9.99 super chat. OTS for life, best Dynamite ever. I think Arthur Ashe may be up there as well with it because of Kenny and Bryan. This story with MJF might end with him beating Punk for the title and leaving. It's exactly what's going to happen. How we get him to leave under contract, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to work that out, bro. Does he just walk? J-Man with... I'm sorry.
Let's see what they come up with, man.
J-Man with a 10-month super chat. Easily the best Dynamite ever. MJF promo was the best I've ever heard. Love the show as always. JD, you're a goat. Shout out to Jesse as well. You guys kill it. Thank you, J-Man. Deshaun Peace with a $9.99 super chat. Rank these 4 pay-per-views from AEW the past year. Best to worst. All Out, Full Gear, Revolution, Double or Nothing. For me, All Out goes number 1 because Punk's debut match and DB and Cole surprises. Easy. Revolution, All Out, Full Gear, Double or Nothing.
I don't remember.
Because they're so damn good, that's why.
They are.
Johnny Angel with a $1.99 super chat. Thoughts on Ray Liotta's death?
Sucks, man.
It sucks. I mean...
Was there a cause yet?
I have not heard. Michael Evans with a $10 super chat. I had a feeling the moment he was announced, we were getting MJF's pipe bomb tonight. I have no words because it was incredible. Great show. LA crowd was on fire. Had a pay-per-view feel easy. 10 out of 10 tonight. It was a great show. I don't know if you want to say a very good show. That would be disrespectful to the show. It was a great show tonight.
Yeah.
Bones ATL with a new membership. Thank you, brother. What are you drinking? And then he donates $20 in super chat. I believe this was a work from the beginning. All the way back when MJF started talking about WWE on that podcast. Greatest storyline in years. I do think most of his grievances are real, though.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so great.
And if they're not real, you know, good job by them grabbing onto something that is very believable.
Yes.
Because that's a very believable, you know, shoot storyline. I mean, because we know guys are coming in at high money, and we know that the originals didn't get offered that kind of money.
Yeah.
So great job.
Thank you, Bones. I appreciate you, brother. We are definitely on the verge of something tremendous. Rene Marquez with the $4.99 Super Chat. MJF wins in Chicago. The AEW Championship and heads into Grand Slam as champion. I can see that. Hologram with a $5 Super Chat. MJF mentions Grand Slams. Chicago is a huge baseball city, right? What if Punk versus MJF at All Out is at Wrigley Field? It's a possibility, man. We talked about that. Mad Men. It's a work, JD. No shit. We talked about it for about 57 minutes in the open of the show. Did you just get to the venue late, man? We're about to fucking close and we're on last call. Somebody fill Mad Men in. Because I don't feel like talking to Mad Men when he just got to the venue and missed 3 hours of a great fucking show.
Okay, now talk about this, because I just got here.
Yeah.
Like, cool, what?
Yeah, let's all sit down and go over the last 57 minutes for Mad Men, please.
Bro, Thunder Rosa showed up to the chat late.
Did
And
she?
then well, not now, not this one. The last one. But when she showed up and she was like, oh, did I miss my match being reviewed? We know what we told her. Yeah, you got to hit rewind and go back and watch it.
Yeah, but we gave her some opinion when she was here.
Yeah, but we still made her go back and watch it. Why would we fucking do it all over again for Mad Men?
I don't know. Unless Mad Men is on Thunder Rosa's team in Thunder Rosa's camp. I don't know. Come on, bro. Hologram, thank you so much, brother. We talked about that as well, man. Danny Boy with a $5 super chat. I was there tonight, JD. It was a fun experience. I hope AEW can come back to LA. I'm sure they will, brother. Glad you had a good time, man. Tommy Brannigan with a 5-month membership. Dynamite was awesome tonight, and that promo was so dynamic. And the JD Jesse team, you guys are the best. OTS for life. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.
Tommy Brannigan with a 5 months. Trey Van Garrick with a $9.99 super chat. After that promo, I can't imagine MJF and WWE. We wouldn't have gotten 1/10 of that if he jumped ship. Godlike episode of Dynamite tonight. Wonder what WWE is going to do once again to copy what MJF did. I don't know, man. But they need some sort of realism, man. If they had 1/10 of the realism that's in this fucking promo on their television show, we'll be a lot better off for it.
Punk and FTR tagged Stone Cold in a picture of them drinking his IPAs. Well, FTR is drinking the IPAs.
Nice.
They tagged them tonight.
Oh, now Mad Men wants to ask who's next for Thunder Rosa, bro. I don't have a fucking magic 8-ball, bro. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not a wizard like fucking Chris Jericho. Why don't you go tweet him? Maybe he knows. Danny Boy, thank you. Brannigan, thank you so much, brother. Trey Van Garrick, thank you, man. Susan D'Ambrosio, I'm sorry. Tony D'Angelo. Susan D'Ambrosio with an 8-month membership. I applaud MJF and TK for playing us. It was gold. I love it. Dynamite was awesome tonight. MJF promo of the year. OTS for life, baby. Thank you, Susan. Golden Boy with a $5 super chat. With the executives there tonight, it had to show AEW's top notch, correct? Plus, I would love for Wardlow to go after the TNT title and feud with Miro.
Oh, that's right. They did have the executives there tonight.
Yes. Germ Boslice with a new membership. Thank you so much, brother. What are you drinking tonight? Our Future Media with a $5 super chat. The Grand Slam mentioned could be the destination for the Punk MJF title match at Arthur Ashe Stadium, and MJF could win the title in New York City. I don't know how they're going to do it, man. That's what is so great about this ride, brother. We don't know.
We'll find out.
JT Golden with a $4.99 super chat. I'm ready for Jesse's shoot promo about his tacos. Jesse, if them tacos don't send me to the bathroom, they ain't good, bro.
Sorry, I guess my tacos ain't good, man.
By the way, Thunder Rosa is getting a taco truck in the new beer garden. You guys already seen a teaser of it on Twitter. I sent Jesse the 70% render. He has not said anything about it.
No.
His taco truck is not prominent in the intro. Sorry, bro. When you get on Thunder Rosa's level, bro, I'll give you a fucking taco truck.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
Madmen, I accept your apology, bro. No worries, man. I'm only joking around. I gotta be a sarcastic asshole on stream, man. I'm a New Yorker. Jesse knows.
Yeah.
JT Golden with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Outsider Kid with a $5 super chat. That promo by MJF was fire. I want people to admit that TK is a genius. I'll admit the promo is better than CM Punk's pipe bomb, and that's tough. Can't say it's better than the pipe bomb, bro. The pipe bomb's been around, like Jesse said, for about 10, 11 years now. Come on.
Yeah. I can't confidently say that it was better. I'm not gonna say it wasn't as good, but just let's let it marinate for a little while and see how it holds up.
Francis Loop with a $5 super chat. Everybody's talking about the booty meat. Can't forget the most beautiful one. Your next TBS or AEW champion, Jamie Hayter. Yes, man. Yes, Francis Loop. We know Jamie Hayter has magnificent booty meat. Yes. Yes, thank you. That's Tony Brown shtick, man. Copyright infringement.
Yeah.
Nathan Hexam with a $50 super chat. Thank you so much, Nathan Hexam. Was fortunate that I was at Double or Nothing and the show tonight. Both were amazing shows, and the way the arena shifted from booing MJF to chanting his name was otherworldly, he says. So watch the entire build-up from beginning to end is a complete treat. I don't know, man. I would not take the cheering of MJF to be too serious at this point. It was only the Los Angeles fans just showing appreciation for how great he is. That's all it is. AM Mudkip with a 7-month membership. Thank you so much, man. Just got home from the show, my first wrestling show ever, and it was amazing. Thank you for the recommitment to the VIP club, bro. What happened?
Like somebody was backstage at Dynamite.
And who was that?
It's like one Miss April Brooks, sir.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Got pictures here with Britt Baker and
my goodness.
Danhausen. April was backstage, man.
Well, her husband is AEW World Champion, so I'm not surprised.
There you go.
Omega Kong with a $5 super chat. MJF had me believing this was real all weekend, had me speechless. That is legendary work. AEW evolved tonight, Super Saiyan level like Gohan. Nathan Hexon with a $9.99 super chat again. Thank you, brother, for the 50 and another 10 for both shows. To be my first wrestling show since my dad's passing, and first in AEW. Absolutely amazing. Keep up the great work, guys. OTS for life. Thank you, Nathan.
Sap is saying that it was definitely real when it started back in March, and they turned it into a work.
Of course they did.
Yep.
It's got to cover his ass somehow, right?
Yeah, pretty much. They didn't fool me. They got you, bro.
He's got to cover his ass somehow.
Yeah.
That he got something wrong. Just admit that you were wrong and that you were all played like a fiddle. We were all played like a fiddle. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's all right. It doesn't happen often. Although I do believe, and I kind of feel bad for especially guys like Meltzer sometimes. Sap is usually pretty dead on, but I think sometimes people feed Meltzer bullshit just to have him look bad on the show.
I agree. Sassy 2208 with a $20 super chat. I just want to thank you both for great programming. I'm suffering through lupus, and you guys make the struggle easier. I'm sorry to hear that, brother.
So sorry.
We are here, man. Anytime you need us, man. Anytime. I'm here all week, and Jesse and I are here every Wednesday, man. Unless something comes up. So you got us to rely on, brother. Francis Loop with a $5 super chat. So who's the heel and who's the babyface? Again, Tay Conti or Paige Van Zandt. Also, saw the 10-man tag with the LA Dogu on Dark last week. I really loved it.
The LA Dojo.
Oh, Dojo.
Yeah. That's I guess that's a New Japan faction. LA Dojo was on Dark.
Okay. Deckard with a 4-month membership. Great show. RIP Ray Liotta. Thank you, Deckard. Thank you for the 4 months, brother. Yeezus with a $9.99 super chat. I haven't been able to super chat due to getting a new apartment, but what a show tonight. Yeezus, you picked the right night for super chat, brother. What a show. DJ Foot Clan with a $5 super chat. The MJF stuff is some of the best storytelling I've seen in all my 44 years of life when it comes to pro wrestling. I love that it blurs lines of reality. We may be looking at a monumental fucking story when all is said and done, brother.
Yeah.
Joey Clemenza with a $10 super chat. Miro is back. I can't tell you how much I've missed that. And missed those horns. That was a perfect show tonight. 10 out of 10 Dynamite. Thank you for another banger review. JD and Jesse, kings of the IWC. You know it, brother. Number one tonight with 3,700 plus in the venue, man.
Nice.
Israel with a 13-month membership. Thank you, man. This show was great, and that MJF promo was fire. It made me have my eyes glued to the TV set. This will go down as one of the best segments ever. Thank you for 13 months, Israel. You're less than another year from that golden microphone, man. Me Wilson with a 1999 super chat. This was an awesome show tonight. Great review, guys. The E-Marks are going to have fun with the MJF promo, saying stuff about AEW. JD and Jesse, you guys are great. Also, Tony Khan can take my money for Punk versus Tanahashi. Yeah. Tony Khan's all right, like Jesse said. Tony Khan's already got your money. But he's going to deliver a great fucking show and not skimp on the show because he knows you got your money. Or he knows he's got your money. Me Wilson, thank you for the 1999. Angel, once again, thank you for the $150 super chat. Dynamite was great as usual. MJF promo work was awesome. The MJF thing and him going to the WWE anytime soon, not happening. As you, JD and BC, tell it like it is about how horrible the creative is at WWE. All the others in the wrestling community besides Jesse are WWE shills. Most of them are shills, bro, yes. Nate.
Yeah.
With a $4.99 super chat. Could we see Eddie Kingston light Jericho on fire during Blood and Guts? Amazing Dynamite. Can't wait for the next month of AEW television. The only way Jericho's being lit on fire is if he has his jacket on and he never takes his jacket off. A la Bray Wyatt when Randy Orton lit him on fire in that Inferno match. Which was
Who's losing their hair? Ortiz?
Yes. Jericho's not cutting his hair.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Robert Lamo with a $5 super chat. JD and Jesse, who do you think is the greater heel? 2018 Tommaso Ciampa or 2022 MJF? Come on, bro.
MJF.
Come on, bro. What type of question is that?
And I don't like questions like that only because the answer make it sounds like Ciampa was not a good heel.
Yeah.
You know, but someone has to be a winner per that scenario.
Yes.
But Ciampa was fucking great, man.
Brother Love with a $1.99 super chat. York New of JD and Jesse. I love you. Thank you for the $1.99, Bruce. Israel with a $5 super chat. This Dynamite was great like usual, and finally Miro showed up. I hope TK booked Miro right and brings in CJ Perry, and all will be well in the world. We may see her, man.
I agree, yeah.
Diego with a $20 super chat, and then he retracts the message. Why? I don't know.
I guess thank you.
Thank you, brother. Lucio with a $4.99 super chat. Left the show with the homie Hoodlum 666. Great show. Now we eating tacos and drinking beers. Cheers. Sounds like a great night, man. Early enough over there on the West Coast for you guys to do that. Yep. Love it. Brother Love with the $1.99 super chat. New York of JD and Jesse. I love you. Thank you again, Bruce.
Thank you.
Diego with a $9.99 super chat. First show, MJF the GOAT. Been watching since 2016 in middle school. Now a junior in college. Seeing your platform grow has been crazy. You deserve it. You and Jesse, cute as fuck. Sour cream tacos suck. Jesse for the win. There you go, man.
Talking about. There we go.
Thank you, Diego. I appreciate you, man.
It.
Jacob Donnelly with a $5 super chat. After the MJF promo tonight, how quick does WWE try to convince Sasha and Naomi to come back to pull a work shoot storyline too? Jacob, they're on the phone as soon as MJF cut the mic. Or Tony Khan cut the mic, bro, on MJF. As soon as that was over, man, they're on the phone with Sasha and Naomi to come back. Is it going to have the same impact? No.
No.
Because we know exactly how Sasha and Naomi feel, and they want out. MJF may want out, but not right now. Nathan X, I'm going to $4.99 super chat. Going back to the Genie name for the TNT title. Genie Bus also owns Women of Wrestling with AJ Lee and Tessa Blanchard.
Yes, she does. That's correct. I forgot about that.
No more Tessa Blanchard, though.
No more Tessa, though, but yeah.
AJ Lee, yes. Or April. Yes.
April Brooks. Yes.
Robert Lamoa with a $5 super chat. Speaking of Toni Storm, how's her OnlyFans, JD? I'm thinking of subscribing to. I don't know. I'm not subscribed to it.
Oh, come, just tell the guy how
I'm
it
not
is,
subscribed to it, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Send him a DM. He'll tell you how it is on DMs.
Kelly with a 2-month membership. Thank you so much, Kelly. I'd rather wrestle in AEW Dark than be sitting on the sidelines in Titus Catering and not giving a chance to show the fans who I am, like Xia Li. Xia Li is going to end up being released when all is said and done. Xia Li had a vignette promo that WWE released on their Twitter account today, Jesse, teasing the return of Tian Shaw. I know you don't care. I'm sorry.
Who the fuck is that?
You know, the 1,000-year-old entity that came out with her?
Oh.
The one that was written by Jeremy Borash?
Yeah, I remember that now. But I never saw it. I just remember you guys talking about it in the review and stuff. I never saw it.
Ryan Berg becomes a new member. Thank you, Ryan. What are you drinking tonight, brother? Kenny Omega Goat with a Australia Mite. $7 super chat. $7.99 super chat. I think we are getting Adam Cole versus Okada and Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. Be interesting to see who Moxley wrestles. Guess no women's match is on the show.
Do they have women's wrestling in New Japan?
Yes, Stardom works with New Japan, I believe.
But no. They don't have women wrestling in New Japan.
No.
Stardom is their women.
Yes.
Okay.
Issa says, I took a cold shower and I'm still not over that MJF promo.
Jesus Christ.
Issa taking a cold shower and serving beverages in the venue, man. What a talented woman she is.
Be careful,
Nobody
man.
even see her walk away. Huh?
Roman's gonna get jealous, man. She's been creaming over MJF.
Roman ain't getting jealous, man. Roman don't get jealous.
Okay, I guess.
Ryan Berg and Kenny Omega go. Thank you so much, man. Oh, Adam Cole versus Okada? No, I think Adam Cole is going to be mixed in with the Bucks somehow against the Bullet Club, man. Come on.
Yeah, definitely.
We're getting Bryan versus Okada. Because I am a wizard with a $5 super chat. Love the name, brother. What's up, JD and Jesse? What are y'all drinking? Also, who was the first challenger for Punk outside Forbidden Door? MJF?
Probably MJF, I guess. Yeah. I mean, if they do something in between, then yeah, so they got to go straight to MJF. Yeah.
Ralph Wildfire with a $4.99 super chat. That MJF nuke bomb will be remembered forever. Got my Forbidden Door ticket sent to my phone. It's going to be one crazy pay-per-view. AEW knows what the fans want. It's going to be a great show, man. Jeremy DeJesus with a Canadian $5 super chat. I just joined today. My girlfriend Mohica and I are big fans. This OTS has always been the go-to after shows or a pay-per-view. Jeremy and Mohica, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. The professional guy with a $2 super chat. MJF is a made man if he stays in AEW. WWE is awful. I think he knows that, but he sees Cody succeeding, so he feels like he can do the same thing. Susan D'Ambrosio with a $2 super chat. Everyone loves the booty meat. Yes, they do. Why wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
OG Shingo with a $4.99 super chat. As a New Japan wrestling fan, I was disappointed to see Tana duck Moxley again. This is a match we've been waiting for since 2019. Their fatal four-way in DC was amazing.
Oh, really? There's something brewing there?
I think so. OG, I don't know why you'd be upset, man. This is not the only year that Forbidden Door is happening. I'm assuming if there still is a working relationship that we get it next year as well.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it.
Because I'm a wizard with a $5 super chat. Johnny Gargano should be Johnny Elite Wrestling. And Morrison should go by his real name, John Hennigan. Well, that wouldn't really play into John Hennigan's way of joining a company and taking the company name or said show's name. It's his thing, bro. Robert Lamoe with a $5 super chat. Man, JD, you got me crying on that Barry Goldwater guy. Great review and awesome show tonight. Thank you, Robert. I love to think of myself as a comedian sometimes. Brother Love in the chat loves Issa, apparently. He loves everybody. Ernie Vasquez with a $1.99 super chat. First wrestling show in 10 years. AEW, it was fucking fire. Ernie, I know. I wasn't there, but I felt it.
Freddie Prinze Jr. was there.
Was he?
Yeah, in the crowd. He's like 3 rows back.
There you go. Looking for inspiration. Freddie, call me, bro.
There
You need a commentary team, man. Me and Solid Monster got you done, man. You got everything you need in us, man.
Also, rest in peace to former Dallas Cowboys running back Marion Barber III.
He passed away today?
Yeah, he's found dead today in his apartment in Dallas.
How old was he?
in Fort Worth. I believe he was like 38.
Jesus Christ, man.
I want to say
That's way too young, man.
38.
Way too young.
And he was really fucking good, man. He was a killer. He wasn't one of those, bench riders or once in a while get to run. No, Marion Barber was a beast, man. Rest in peace, man. That sucks.
Ernie Vasquez, thank you, brother. Justin Striplin with a $4.99 super chat. The fact that tonight was the first AEW show on the West Coast, it makes me hopeful for an AEW show to take place here in the state of Washington. I do think that you guys do get Washington and AEW this year. Just give Tony Khan some time, man. He's working on it.
Yeah, because Brian.
Yeah. Yep. Todd Twiley with a $5 super chat. If retelling Cena Punk story with Punk playing Cena, doesn't MJF win as a babyface at Grand Slam in New York? No. It could be. I don't know what Tony Khan is thinking, but it could happen. But in Chicago, it would probably make the most sense. Anthony Hayes with a $5 super chat. No message. Thank you, Anthony Hayes. Current clock with a $1.99 super chat. Hopefully my other super chat was sent. I didn't get anything, man. I'm reading through them right now as they come in, man. RA with a $1.99 super chat. Was there live. TV didn't show CM Punk on stage. Yes. Jesse and I talked about it, RA. Randy B with a $2 super chat. Shout out to the best duo in the IWC OTS for life. Thank you, Randy B.
Thank you.
RA with another $1.99 super chat. He says, towards the end of the MJF promo. Yes, we talked about it, brother. And then he says, Popeye's chicken. I don't eat Popeye's chicken, man. I don't eat fast food. If I eat chicken, I'm making chicken at home. Gary the New Man with a $15 super chat. Thank you, Gary the New Man. Nothing against the promo. Realized I got caught up in the work, and now I'm wondering why I let myself get worked up over the work. LOL.
It's all good, guys. Remember back in the day when you didn't know the ins and outs of behind-the-scenes shit in wrestling?
Yes.
It was fun.
It's all right, man. It's all right to be fooled.
Yeah.
All the dirt sheets are trying to cover up their mistakes.
They're misreporting.
Yeah, they're misreporting. Whoa. It was real before, but now they worked it into a now they worked the shoot into a work.
Relax, guys.
Okay.
We get it. You get worked. We did too. Whatever. Okay.
Ned with a $2 super chat. Jesse, we're out of Lysol in the venue. Get on it, geek.
Lysol.
Who took a dump in the bathroom?
Lysol.
Come on, man.
All right.
Justin Striplin with a $4.99 super chat. Tanahashi versus Punk for the AEW Championship at Forbidden Door. Take my fucking money. That is going to be a classic match. Yes, it is. But it won't be the only classic on that show.
Nope.
Jeremy Lewis with a 10-month membership. I missed the show tonight here, but I was catching up on Dynamite to see what to expect for the next week. When I'll be fourth row repping OTS, I'll tweet you. Thank you, Jeremy. I look forward to that, brother, as always. Yes. With a 10-month membership, man. Thank you so much. Kelly with a $4.99 super chat. Watch WWE is going to copy MJF's pipe bomb with the The Miz. By the way, Jesse, sub to your channel doesn't mean going to eat your tacos, though.
Yes, you will.
Just be careful, Kelly.
Yes, you will. Everybody
just be careful. I heard his Pico making skills are adequate at best.
Believe it or not, I'm not gonna lie. I don't make my own Pico.
No?
Not that I can't. I'm too lazy to. And store-bought Pico is perfectly fine if you're buying it fresh from a deli.
I don't like Pico that's soggy, bro, or wet.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
Yes.
You gotta get it fresh, yeah.
Nothing better, man. Jeremy Lewis with a $10 super chat. Glad to see Miro back, and the MJF promo was insane. I don't know what is planned for him, but I hope he's going to make a break for the title soon. Just wanted to show a little extra love for all that you do. Thank you, Jeremy Lewis.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, brother. With that 10-month and a $10 super chat. Look at you, man. Kenny Omega Goat with a $7.99 Australia mite. I think the first challenger for Punk should be Kingston at Grand Slam, and MJF wins it all out. Also, when do you make Kingston the world champion?
He's not gonna.
I don't think you make Kingston the world champion. If Eddie Kingston wins the championship, it'd be the TNT title.
Yeah, and again, one of those things. Not a knock on the guy. There have been plenty of Hall of Fame caliber wrestlers who never won a world title.
Yes.
I mean, the business would not be the same without them, and they had never won a world title. Eddie Kingston can be one of those guys.
Mr. Perfect never won a world championship. Look at him.
Yes.
One of the greatest of all time.
Yep. Jake the Snake.
Razor Ramon.
Man, please.
Quite the company there, man.
Yeah.
Cal L with a $2 super chat. Love you guys. Sour cream and Mustangs rule, he says.
Oh my God, dude. This...
Cal L, I appreciate you, man. You're going to love the new Mustang in the new venue, bro. In the new Bugard.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
New York off of your lips.
You guys are going to see the back of the car instead of seeing the front of the car, man. So you're going to see the Mustang's assets. It's going to be great. Guys, we are done here. Jesse, we're done here, man. We had a tremendous night. We had super chats out the ass. We had 5 new members. We had 3,700 enter the venue. We have 2,300 plus still lingering about, trying to pay their bills. It's awesome, man. Guys, if you want to go follow on Twitter at JDfromNY206, Chi-Town Smark. Go follow Jesse's channel as well. Subscribe to him. He does the dark live streams and the reactions. Rampage when I'm not around, or I'm doing House of Glory. Make sure you guys go check out all the other videos on the channel, man. Monday Night Raw, we got Double or Nothing, OTS 432. It's all there for you. Today's extra as well. Go check out today's extra. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications. Continue to hit that thumbs up, guys. We are 200 away from 2,000, man. Can we get 2,000 likes before we go off the air? 2,000 likes, man. Let's try for it. And I'll see you guys back again Friday, man. I may be out of commission at some point during the weekend, man. I'll be in Atlantic City at the Atlantic City Beer Fest. So there will be no live off the script 433 this weekend. I'm going to give you as many extras as I can to keep you updated on all the news. And then we'll be live on Friday and live again on Sunday for Hell in a Cell. Guys, I'm getting out of here. Jesse's getting out of here. I need 2 things from you. Number 1, I need those guitar emojis in the chat. My VIPs, those Mustang emojis. I want to see them in the chat. And everybody, when that music comes on and you hear that guitar solo and the sweet sounds of Pilot, I need that music on max. Guys, I'll see you back tomorrow for more extra. Friday live in the OTS venue for SmackDown right here on OTS. I'll see you guys later.